Certainly the case. Eyes looking towards Loud though because it's their map pick, and in theory looks like one of the maps that should be towards the top of their map pool. So what kind of ideas have they got here?
Let's find out. Slow to begin with. Orb through the double doors, I believe.
Posting Verti up behind this box, almost anticipating some mid-aggression because Verti's not going for the full walk down mid. A drone to try to support him on a potential peek. He's the only player with a Sheriff in hand.
We're seeing some fights to be taken, Luke Show. Two players, Orb up as well. It's all just trying to pull out pieces of util, I think, some of that mid-round clearance. Dart, drone, or knife, keep them guessing. Down to that minimark now. 100 Thieves look to finally see grouping up and going into some movement.
No smoke at the moment, actually, to block the sight line. Here comes a star.
Yeah.
Might give the game away.
Pops up. Their own orb as well to try and play in. Now you see the drone leads it in through main. It's a knife suppression. Dark just flicks it aside, adjusts, and Timotino's gone. Straight away in a blink of an eye, re-clearance as well. Louder looking to put a squeeze onto these players with double doors, really making it awkward. And nobody has allowed access to the A site. Cryo
30 seconds left
to be that last straggler, last sign that they could potentially get something done. Double face in the end, good discipline and a great beginning for Loud as well.
Not ready yet.
You can see why they picked this map.
My quiver is never
Extremely clear protocol for Cowanzine and Verti on defense side. If the push goes towards A double doors, they push out mid and ends up pinching the attackers, stuffing them into this small corridor. Now the kill from Darker onto Timotino, you always go for that when the jet dashes into the smoke.
You never get it, no?
You don't always expect to get it, but that's a great way to open. This makes the round so much easier because Timotino isn't going to be causing all of that space creation at the front of the pack.
Yeah. Drone timing. Timotino's passed this here, and 100 Thieves just making a play for the orbs in a round like this. Don't have much money to go, but it's angles watched for. Called out. It was Kawazine that was on that line, so ensuring that there's no potential for lurks. Verti posted. 2 opportunities, but missed at that. Could have potentially just taken him out.
Bit surprising that he's missed those. Not the most important round, in theory, because Loud have got a huge eco advantage, but he will want to tighten that up later on when he's got an AWP in hand.
Yeah.
Wall thrown down as a fake actually attracts 3, you could call it 3.5 players, because Verti's in mid.
Lucia's the only player on A right now. Does have a stinger, but now feeling the pressure. There's a snake bite dart towards his back. We'll have to deal with this one, but listen, help is a long way coming. Still, Verti does find himself in the right place in the right time. Has that outlaw now. Dash procced and the spike drop down on his lap. He's going to have an easy time of things here. In theory, still has a lot of shots coming, but knows the right time to take it. And this should be an easy cleanup at this point.
30 seconds left.
Verti hit the shot that mattered. Outlaw in hand, dropped the spike. Definitely some danger in this round, though, wasn't there? With Cryo being so isolated. Sorry.
Luke Show.
Luke Show. Being so isolated on one side of the map on his own.
I was a bit worried.
100 Thieves showcasing early on here that they're willing to throw in fakes. And the Viper Wall can be used a bit as a fake when you have these double smoke compositions. You're not as hard committed to always using it as your point of contact, whatever site you're going into. When you're on the solo Viper comps, it does feel very limiting currently on Breeze. Definitely some teams still running it, though. All right, question now. Can Loud get some value out of this? They're running a B retake wall. So, implies that they're going to be fighting fairly heavy over A and mid in this round.
Yeah, we'll see it. Verti's still got an outlaw in hand as well. Players going to be walking up onto him. The angle is denied just from this orb that's being thrown at the beginning of every round by 100 Thieves. Timotino, potential chance. Just a jiggle. Doesn't quite get the kill he was looking for. Reclearance with the drone as well, so 100 Thieves are very ingrained in terms of these positions. The reveal, though, straight through the wall. Can't wallbang that. There's no damage done.
It's a very thick wall there.
I mean, the bullets did go through the other side, so not too sure what ended up occurring, but 100 Thieves, slow and steady. Assert themselves into mid, wait for the fights to come to them with the rifles in play. Making it look easy here. Now pressure applied to these B players. Luke Shaw looking to reposition himself, but 100 Thieves, again, not eager to rush into anything. They just poke, they prod, they get a few kills. They're like, okay, we're going to end over towards A now. Saw a little bit too many players for our liking over towards B, so it's an open site now.
Bora's doing a really good job of using the mid information and control that they have to fake like they could be going in either direction.
Yeah.
And Cryo's on the walkthrough, he'll have to pull for late round. But Loud breathing down the necks.
It's going to take heroics over to Loud at this point. Timotino walking around, you're going to hit those shots, man! They've all gone a little bit too wide. Luke Show finds it. Going to potentially to be able to reclaim still as Yuto flying forwards as double doors. Looks to be under control now in 100 Thieves. As long as they clean this one up and make sure that they swing off each other, they shouldn't have too many issues. Asuna is low, there is danger still lurking around, but time it ticking, and that's what 100 Thieves are playing for. They're making it awkward, making it difficult. Still, pretty good bonus all things considered. Not a round conversion for Lau, but they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's decent, but 200 Thieves players survive at the end without any armor being knocked, which means that they're just going to be able to drop teammates, and the economy should be absolutely fine. And it's actually the ult cycle that I'm paying more attention to, because Asuna's one away from getting null command online. And I think that could tear open one of these sites.
This guy's ring around the rosy on me, bro.
That's Breeze, buddy.
Yeah, well, Jet with Op, that's Breeze as well. Let's have a look what Verti can do.
Yeah, in a different angle this time. He's been denied at double doors just from this Viper order being thrown by Bang. Double smokes makes it very difficult as well to find those right timings, because just everything in your face.
Asuna's one away from the null command, like I said, but playing for this ult op is really tough because the Opper can be on that line.
They are in the open. They're sending Util anyway to try and push them off and away. It's a good tag. Pancada is forced back and away, dash forwards. Timotino wants to try and take this one now. Players towards the back. Kawazine looking to hold it down. Hand in hand with Pancada. Shoulder to shoulder, see if they can land it. And yes, the kills are theirs. Left to be claimed now. Asuna. They do get this plan down, 100 Thieves, but they are in a pretty tough spot. They haven't cleared any of the backside players whatsoever. It's a thorn in their side constantly. Pancada just making a mockery of this one right now, forcing them to uncomfortable scenarios. Almost there with a reset. Let's go down in the end, though, and a pop over the top. Desperation of Vora. Loud, take it in the retake.
It's a big round for them to win. Knocking the economy down of 100 Thieves, and 100 Thieves not able to get those ults up. Like I said, the Op was just providing this kind of passive pressure. They felt like they had to go into the B-pop early, and then Pancada's anchoring it down from this back planks area. It's really strong. It's also difficult for the post plan to play from that situation because they've removed so many of the jump-up boxes. So it's hard to fight into that alleyway, and it's hard to fight from the alleyway back into sight. But now with the economy down, Loud have got a nice little clean-up round to get closer to big ultimates of their own. Luke Shows in particular, I think, could be a game changer.
It's an early drone by Kawazine. Does get broken. Puts a bit of fear in the back of the heads of the Loud players here. And mid is essentially a big question mark right now for Loud. They have given this up entirely.
Yeah, they're not playing strong in here at all. I mean, Verti started from Nest in one of the previous rounds with his off, but generally speaking, I mean, I guess on the pistol they were there as well, but on these rifle rounds they have just basically been ignoring it and waiting for 100 Thieves to get to the sites. Well, if you've got an anchor like Pancada, why not?
It doesn't matter that they've revealed that the Marshal's in play, still eager to take the fights, deny a bit of that space. Pancada is getting away with a little bit too much there, but a swing on sight potentially. Then Kawazine knows that pressure's arriving. That's a collat. Verti just slips in right when his team needed it.
10-2 Verti. The Jets should be thriving on the defense side once Op is in hand.
Yeah.
Timotino struggling at the moment. Got a goose egg on the board.
It really is. 0-5.
Double duelist comps empower the Jet a lot because you get in so quickly, but I think there's a lot of pressure on Timotino to be opening these things up. And he's going to be going in with either a drone or a recon and then a flash, but he's got it all on his shoulders. It is a bit easier when you can spread the load between you, like the Comp the Furia play, for example.
And not just that, Timotino used to playing the Waylay, has a get out of jail card, essentially.
Yeah, or just a free kill card as well with the Saturate. That ability is bonkers.
Saturate, light speed, shotgun.
Sure.
Breeze doesn't really enable that, so that's why 100 Thieves have been forced into... I mean, at this point, it's early days. I don't want to call it uncomfortable roles, but, you know, it's definitely not where Cryo's being enabled on the Chamber, for example, or Timotino like we've seen on the Waylay. We'll see, though. It's still early days.
Yeah, for sure. And we've seen that some teams, because the map is very early, are very good on one side and not good on the other.
Yeah, one-sided. potentially there. Slowed down with the util dart across the board. That's going to be that Hunter's Fury now to set the pace and tone of things. See if they can cleave a bit of a power forwards with the guns in the hands. 100 Thieves are finding it steadily enough. Opportunities now to get the plant online. A lot of util still to make it mightily uncomfortable for these loud players. And we'll see the discipline potentially there, but it is individualistic. Finally going for that peek and a play to be made. A little bit mistimed, I think, though. That was a team blind when they were going for the 3-2-1 swing. It won't matter, though, in the grand scheme of things here, because in a spot like this, Pancada can't really afford to play it.
Nice aggression in the post plant, though, for 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I mean, setting up on the A split, all well and good. I mean, Cryo invests the pull even towards Yellow Box so that he can take the fight himself.
Yeah.
Normally, I mean, you'd be thinking the Astra wants to save that piece of utility to try to deny a defuse, but very coordinated with the rest of the team. All push forward, all try to play aggressive. And now Bang's got an attack op. I'm not sure the attack op is going to do that much against the way that Loud are currently playing. It's really good to punish teams that are going for dry info peaks around the map.
I mean, Pancada's been offering himself up to fight.
He
anchoring
has,
towards B.
But he's hard anchoring. He's holding angles, right? He's not taking a swing into the attackers very often. But yeah, if you can predict where he's playing, you might be able to get a clean peek into him. The attack op is good, generally speaking, to be honest with you, if you're comfortable with it.
I think it's pretty wise for 100 Thieves. They've been playing it slow going, no big rushes, but Timotino has been left high and dry, largely. A lot on his shoulders, so maybe this will be a different avenue. Lets him open it up.
They know a defensive knife does come in here from Darker fairly often, but they're on the line early.
A lot of angles to account for if you're Timotino. Verdi. Looked up close, he's got a dash procced now. Suppression here, wants to go for a swing, and Timotino, none the wiser.
Wasn't expecting that aggression time.
No. It's a very good timing at that here. Verti is thriving currently in this game.
Yeah, he's dominating.
Cryo left to see if he can get anything going, but again, it comes down to, can you win these individual fights? Smokes lay it down. Back to mid, back to the well for 100 Thieves. That's where some of their success has really been. Passive positions, just signs of life shown. Kalazin doesn't overplay it, backs himself up. The amount of util it's taken just for 100 Thieves to get into a position where they feel comfortable. Stars now lay it down at the feet. Pancada doesn't really have an avenue of retreat, but we'll see what he can do from this spot. Stunned up.
Soverall as well.
Bit of a bailout, here it is, Hunter's Fury. This is an attempt to see if they can find it. Asuna just peeks, there's a gap in the smoke. He finds it anyway. Kalazin not able to get anything done there. Will the trade be intact? Yes. Cryo fast on it. Util to clear it, but Luke Show is in his element now. He's taking these open sightline fights. Still finding that success. Big player advantage now for Loud as well. See how this one moves forward for it. Cryo finds it. Verdi on his own through main now and applying that squeeze. It is all on Cryo's shoulders. What can he do? Finds one! Adjusting it, taking his time, but he lands it nevertheless. 4 kills in a round for Cryo, and he salvages it from the brink.
He's ice cold, man. Red Bull clutch for Cryo. Clean as you like. Those shots are beautiful towards the end. Obliterates one of the last members of Loud. And then goes for a re-swing onto the final player, knowing that he's going to go and try to tap the spike.
One enemy remaining.
God, that shot's demonic. You need a guy like him.
Yeah.
And Timotino's just got so much energy in the back there. But you see how much it means to them. I mean, everybody on the squad jumping up, popping off at the end of that round, because that's the one that swings the economy in their favor.
Yeah.
If they lose that, they're in a bit of a dire situation, but if they win, Loud forced down onto a low buy, and 100 Thieves are back in the game.
Even when 100 Thieves were a player down in that scenario, right, in that previous round.
Yeah, you don't even have to hold mid as the defense. You just have to make 100 Thieves scared that you're going to peek them.
Sure.
So you just have to throw in a few rounds on your defense half where you play aggressive.
Okay.
You have to provide a threat. You can't just get whacked in the first 5 seconds of the round by Cryo.
Hoping to get something going there.
Oh my god. That's exactly how he ended round 7.
Trying to get active though is Loud. On their weaker buy, re-clearing for a bit of that space as Exec is coming through now. Hot and heavy. We'll see what he can do towards the back of the sides if Loud can hold on. There is help arriving, but with Pancada claimed, kill going the way of 100 Thieves now. Plant. Awareness here towards a flank. Luke Show just taking that timing again, as we were saying. Just fast enough to rip. Fast and loose being the play in a weaker buy like this, and Louder trying to make a go at things. Still denying and making it awkward. Do the 100 Thieves feel like they can't go for this plan, but Body's toppling into it towards the back, and then it's evened out. No way, Bandit chipping them down. Darker, opportunity of a lifetime. It's 100 Thieves again, left guessing. Get the plan down in a position like this, but they hold it down with composure. That got a little bit too messy for my liking, yet still does eventually go the way of 100 Thieves.
The safe pair of hands on 100 Thieves again. Cryo gets back-to-back 4Ks there. Had to open it up, destroy the player with a Blade Storm, and then clean everyone else up basically too. He's 12 and 4 right now, matching Verti at the top of the scoreboard and annihilating him in the head-to-head to open the round. But man, what would they do without this guy?
He's been consistently clutching in these tight scenarios. Doesn't matter that Timatino's 1-8, he's just been hyped up, gassed up, to be honest, because it's not about KDA at the end of the day, it's about how you get these round wins online. 100 Thieves again look towards mid. That's their avenue, that's where they've been finding these pickoffs.
They've got to be cautious of Verti. They know that he's got op money, so recall smoke to take elbow. Droning through double door. Now they'll be worried about the tunnel angle. What kind of util do they actually have, though, to try to push him off?
Timatino with an op, but yeah, not favored. Peeking into the angle when Verti was already posted. He's been really struggling to get value. Hard pressed in a position like this, but again, 100 Thieves just relying on this wedge they're driving up the middle section of the map. On the other hand, pop out, and Verti was playing anti. He's revealed up there by the dart. Pancada happy to bail him out once more. There's util going to be popped off, pull towards the back. Kawazin's going to try and supplement this with any help that he possibly can. Walls up, obfuscating the approach. Again, lighting these players up entirely for Kawazin to just walk all over them. The no-scope misses. Cryo is now left into an impossible spot.
30 seconds left.
Perhaps, no, not quite. Trying to get it done.
The very fact that you believe is credit to how well he's been playing so far.
14 of 5.
But Loud do get it over the line. And I think played the defense side really well. Verti's got completely the idea of where Timatino's going to go. But in that situation, you've got to be setting him up better, in my opinion. They use a recall smoke to go and take elbow control. They use the drone for double doors. Get another recall smoke in there. Get a flash onto the line.
Yeah.
Do something to push Verti off a really predictable position so that Timatino's holding the angle, not peeking into it.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, tough going. So it's to be expected, really, that the game plans are not going to be too fleshed out for these teams on Breeze.
It's looking good for Loud, though. They've got a good idea of how they want to play this. Pancada looks super comfortable in his B-anchor position.
Thieves, though, heavily relying on these clutches. We'll see, though, how this exec ends up playing out. The updraft dash misses up into the one-way. Timatino, though, still trying to lay claim to a lot of this space towards the back. Cryo, again, just being that player to keep an eye on entirely. I mean,
Darker's ultimate rips away the Blade Storm, but just a moment too late.
Yeah, Timatino still finds it.
Loud put in a much more uncomfortable position here. Trying to retake with the op and bang, even invest in the ult.
At this point, call it quits, I think, if you're Loud. Yeah, they're already scurrying away.
You don't want to lose the operator, too.
No.
Kawazin and Darker, both at 0 credits. It's just not worth taking that. Yeah, Timatino did beef the entry. He actually missed the Cloudburst as well, that he was going to be throwing in.
Definitely seeing signs that he's not comfortable in a jet.
Well,
not as comfortable.
Yeah, or maybe it's the map, right?
Sure.
Because he's definitely played quite a lot of jet, but end of the day, it didn't matter because the Blade Storm is so good at being able to gap close and utilize a bit of verticality to get onto a player that's anchoring towards the back of that site.
Yeah, hasn't really mattered.
No, it hasn't overall because Cryo's stepped up and delivered where there were gaps in terms of the fragging for the team.
Yeah.
15 and 5. And we were singing the praises of Verti because 13 kills across 10 rounds is also astonishingly good. B retake wall again here for Loud. So probably just going to leave Pancada to it and focus on controlling A main. Once they have that A main line, possibly even with Verti deep posted on it, they can start stacking bodies towards mid. Just making it easier for themselves to play such a big map on defense.
Flash dart, Loud, making a lot of noise over towards A main.
That's going to stop Cryo from getting aggressive in that area.
Conditioning perhaps, if they've got a lot of players up towards it, but 100 Thieves, they just send it. I mean,
total
fake, yeah. So they've got the Yuto tagging up. They get a kill onto Luke. Sure to be happy with it because, listen, Timotino was just bait at the end of a stick, trying to sell this one and pull players out and away, but Loud still have a couple of stragglers left over towards that A side. If Timotino gets out, it could be in a good spot. Darker, though, the ball pops up. He finds his timing and takes it well. Still looking to hold this one down. That's a spike drop down. Players, though, rapidly approaching, but again, they're being left into no man's land. There's no real help for them. Darker, just one man, but he is fully locking down this site. The fake not going to really the way of 100 Thieves. They're sort of seeing if they can take these fights open, but it just looks slapdash and messy, really. And slowly the net will close. Leaping in upstream, Timotino does catch himself too, but Vora's left now into that 1v2.
One enemy remaining.
Looking for the positioning, finds a 1v1, but he doesn't know. He's going to be guessing where Pancada is.
Oh, it's Snappy, though. And remember, this was the guy who clutched out to win against Leviathan.
Can he do it again? 5-5, all on his shoulders. Clutches is what to really say on 100 Thieves this way, but opens himself a little bit too wide for the angle, and Pancada will just mop it all up.
A close one, though. I agree with you that did look slapdash from 100 Thieves. Bang just running in alone befuddled me. I didn't know why that happened. I mean, Vora was right behind him throwing a recon, and Timotino could have come along as well. I think maybe something going very wrong in the comms. Vora almost saves it, though. Interestingly, the reason why they still ran into a stack is because they were playing B soft that round. When you're running this B retake wall, you don't tend to put a lot of bodies on B, so the fake on B didn't really pull defenders that much. So the call from Vora didn't do what they were looking for, but it's still a pretty decent half. We don't know whether this map trends attack or defense sided at the pro level just yet. Has been difficult for some of the attackers to get across the line, but then you look at other squads, and they're having no problems with it.
Definitely. Last round, Otis half. That gets good info. Hunter's Fury underhanded with a flash. That's a blind, and that's a spike drop down in your lap. That is exactly what you wanted. Fury's going to be pushing this one back with Darker, looking to see if he can hold on to it a little bit harder. Verdi by his side. That Bash will be fading. It's the vacate as well. I didn't want to be caught out into the open here, so happy to give up a bit of that space, making 100 Thieves work for it.
Loud immediately go to re-clear, looking for the lurker. They know that 100 Thieves are picking up the spike. Can they take some map control in the meantime? Does Cryo get seen? Yep. Yeah, he does.
Seen by it. No one pushing off the back of the drone, no. Viper Orb timing is good.
Verti's going to be more cautious about taking the line here. He's got to think about the right and left side, even though Cryo's left now.
Yes. Here. Like you said, doesn't want to open himself up too much. The rest of the 100 Thieves all grouped up, cut noise. Looking like they want to go into the A hit. Biding their time, getting it out, potential for the repeat, orb in the face again. That makes it uncomfortable now for Verdi. Drone in through main. Trying to go into this with the ace. Hyper-committed position of Verdi. It's not ideal, is it? Hunter's Fury as well to layer it all on top. This is a very awkward engagement. 100 Thieves find a path forwards.
Timotino and Cryo powering through. Cryo can't afford to die here, though, really. And he's just given his life very early there.
He's so pushed forwards. No one is ready to play off the back of him.
And he was incredibly weak, too. So now a 2v2 that Loud could absolutely win. 100 Thieves are going to need a lot from Timotino and Vora.
Messy state of affairs, but Loud will be happy for it. It's giving him a bit
Last player
potential for it, especially with these fights taken. I mean, the dash is fading. Timotino's way out into the open. Luke Show happy to really just square up, take the fights. Damage done. It's a quick cleanup again from Pancada, and that's a 7-5 half. Loud leading by the 2 rounds here. Strong beginning to breeze. And honestly, for 100 Thieves side of things, I mean, a little bit more, just chaotic, I would say, as well. It's not as disciplined as we've seen from them in the past.
Sure. I mean, they're definitely playing that slower pace that we've come to appreciate now, having watched them across 2 matches already. But, yeah, there's less of that discipline, less of the clean plays. But a lot to be happy about if you're looking at Loud. A resurgence compared to their original match. Much better now they're up towards the top of their map pool.
Yeah, great beginning to the series. We'll see how this one really continues as well, looking towards that next half in that opening game. Playing strong map of Breeze, and I think this goes back to that earlier point. Breeze is our opener map, does simplify the calling to a degree. The game plans of Loud are working out well on defense. Let's see how they fare when it comes to the attack.
It's an interesting setup here from 100 Thieves early on. Viper wall posted on A, but the Viper and the Astra utility on B, so they can afford to hold that down with the aggression in A main.
Real aggro. Just trying to push the players out of position as well, but Loud should react off the back of this, and yeah, putting a bit of a timing now, seeing if they can reclaim a bit of space over towards A. They're being threatened from multiple angles.
Pretty difficult to get a good post plant set up here when you've lost A main.
Yeah.
And you're not that pushed up. I mean, Luxio's in a very deep position, but he doesn't control this space.
Potentially risky business when he's going lurking like this, but now
could win the round off it.
Yeah, definitely could as well with a kill onto Vora. Here it is, just lines it up, perfectly timed. Team can get the plan down now, but the Thieves are looking to get a bit of a move on themselves through double doors. Verdi's got his head on a swivel, worried about multiple directions, a position to be taken. That's a shot straight to the dome, and Verdi still wins it out, was being pressured. Overhead there with a snake fire. Thieves are looking to send this one forwards again, but you're just swinging through the smokes, and Loud already posted on the angles. Pistol round again goes to Loud. Very, very good beginnings.
Bertie's having a great game.
Yeah.
He really is jet diffing Timatino at the moment. The value from defense, sure, but then also just controlling that 1v1 fight. So happy with Ghost in hand. Because in theory, Timatino's position there is great.
One enemy remaining.
And you see, Vora wasn't really aware of Luxio's push either. Luxio's got such a good sense for how he's going to take space and avoid being punished. That's the inherent lurker quality in him.
Take flight.
Going to be looking to toss anyone. See it. Let's see if they can not run into a stack of bodies. 100 Thieves, obviously on the weaker buy, and they're making moves of their own. Might be able to hit a rotates here if Timatino is tucked close enough, because it's a scurry of footsteps. They didn't like what they saw over towards B. Loud.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Might be out of range.
Looks just out of range to me, but Arsenal, oh no, from Timatino's position you can hear that, yeah.
And now it's calling for it. Asena's going to be going out towards A. Trouble is, there's not a lot you can do from a spot like this, only with the classics.
Toxins going up.
Got to rely upon mistakes from Loud, and they're sticking together. They got that pack mentality. They're ensuring that no one can really get picked off, with the exception of Pancada. And Luxio finds it, yeah, a bit of a read there.
But now, are they really going to go all the way back to B? I mean, Pancada's taking space for them, but Cryo, if he had a weapon, would be devastating in this position. But, you know, he's not playing the chamber. He doesn't have the headhunter.
35 seconds left. Cryo. I mean, he gets one. That's, I mean, listen, that's good. Pancada already pushed up onto the position. Sheriff in his grips, and now doing the damage, putting in the work, shutting down 100 Thieves.
If that
could have got more dangerous.
Yeah, if it had not been pure classics, I think Loud's calling there could certainly have been punished, but see if it makes a difference on a rifle round, whether Loud want to play as a big pack like that.
Yeah.
We saw on the 100 Thieves attack side, they were looking to try to take mid, and Vora was calling a lot of pivots between whether or not they wanted to finish on B or A. The actual execution on the splits, sometimes a little bit off. But Loud, are they going to go for more of the site pops, perhaps? There are 5 people grouped up in main on the bonus.
Certainly feels like it. Wall's up now. Bit of a B split, perhaps, as well. Putting a bit of a twist on it.
Taken out.
And that's just off timing. I mean, Vora, smoke goes up into his face. Potentially could have seen him as well before that smoke went up. The drone forwards gets a tag, and this is a timing taken again. Verdi was the guy to try and get ahead of most of this util. Is putting in a lot of pressure onto Cryo as an anchor player, but with the pause forward, slow down. What is that? Barely seen him, and he wants a little bit more. He's eager for it.
The fast flank from Timatino, though, should be devastating.
No, no one's watching for this one. No one's watching! Got some off the plant, though. That won't be going down anytime soon. Darker's gone. They're being picked to pieces. Loud from every single angle. You have to find a path forwards now, and that potentially might be why Verdi is stepping towards this smoke. They need to find it in, and they need it now, but it's left down to just 2. Pancada and Verdi need to get something moving. Bang goes down. Clean shot. Rifle picked up. 2v3.
I mean, how does Pancada ever get out of this spot? He needs desperate help.
It's uncomfortable for everybody in the server right now. Dash forwards. Timatino's ready for it. Receives it all.
Really good positional play from 100 Thieves that round. They win basically because of the positions on the map that they dominated, even though they were getting out-fragged, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, it's whiffy from Timatino, but the very fact that he is on that fast flank and in B main makes all the difference. He eventually gets the kill, but he also puts so much pressure on the planter that Vora's eventually able to gobble up Kawanzin.
Nice! Let's go, boys.
And they never get into a good spot. So Loud need to be careful. If they're going to play 5 people all grouped up like this, 100 Thieves have the answer. They're willing to push out on defense, willing to surround them.
This tag. There's going to be no escape here for Timatino, but he's got a bit of bailout with Asuna at his back.
2 seen in A main, and you know that Darker was there because there was a KO flash. Could prompt a push on the other side of the map if that was where Timatino was playing.
Yeah.
Take flight.
100 Thieves looking for a bit more mid-round information here when he hits that 115. Tag and a drone broken. Kawazin's for a deep drone of his own. There's lots of players waiting. Timatino, that is risky business.
Oh, man.
Barely able to escape. Dodging past a lot of the bullets that were flying in his face.
He's getting these opportunities. He's just not quite able to capitalize.
Now it's Cryo under threat. Slow siege to be taken potentially from Lau, but they're not certain of the direction they even want to go in.
Well, yeah, they're faking the pivot into B and coming back. Pancada calling quite similarly to Vora, but how does the exec look like once you actually enter the site? There's still 3 here.
Yeah, passive sightlines. Timatino sort of star plays down, wants to play himself into it. Alongside an overhead flash! Barely getting into
left.
control, but the rifle's in the hands of these Lau players. They eventually ring true. Now the plan would be able to go down. There's no more pushback here from these 100 Thieves players. Cryo and Bang making sure to take this one together, side by side. Able to trade at a moment's notice, but the issue is how do you get past a lot of this util?
Yeah. Fragment grenade, double shock, pull, Hunter's Fury. It doesn't particularly look possible for 100 Thieves unless they find some Loud players overextending looking for kills.
Yeah. Awkward spot time. Thoroughly against them here, especially as it starts ticking like this. A lot to clear towards the back of the site. Fragment grenade gets sent out even prior, before that first tap. Dart and the pull. Really denying any sort of chance here, so Loud up to 10, and that's the danger as well. You let a team like this get into that post plan when they have all those tools available to them.
Bears repeating that they look so much more comfortable on this map compared to what we've seen them.
Yeah,
on so
they really
far.
do.
That might, I'm phrasing it as a positive, that might indicate that their map pool is a puddle, but we'll see as we go further in this. It's possible that we've just caught them on some rough maps so far, Loud. They're actually not as bad as it originally appeared. In that round, they go through 3 defenders on A, and they frag their way through. They've certainly got the skill to be able to push through.
It sounds like that's what a lot of it is boiled down to.
Oh, Verdi's been having a great game, particularly.
He's got the Owl now as well. Good read onto the economy. Doesn't take much though, you just have to hold tab and use your eyes, but still.
People in my rank struggle with that.
Exactly, yeah. Have to praise it. Verdi slow going as well. Approaching now onto these angles. The knife might slow them down. It's traded out here. On either side, Asuna quite aggro in terms of the line that he's trying to take, and just spots it, sees the player, naively bounce, and will delay for now. Hunter's Fury is going to be used though, offloaded into a round like this. See if you can pave a way for them, but in the midst of all this chaos, 100 Thieves are happy to strike back, pounce back. Into the fight, a lot of space going to be gained over towards them, and that damage done. That is shots fired, rattled off of the Marshals. You're being picked apart. Comes down to the rifle play, and in the hands of these players, what can they do? Pancada and Kawazin, they weather the storm.
Standing strong towards the end, even though 100 Thieves had them boxed in. Fast push out through elbow from the defenders gave them complete confidence that that was going to be an A hit. Put a lot of pressure on Loud, but again, Loud prevailed. They're putting themselves in quite difficult spots. But in this, in this situation, they've got better rifles. They're also fairly aware. And I think happy to just be taking long.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not that. Maybe Old Harbor.
Okay. So there are limitations to your madness.
Yeah, sometimes.
Timatino with an operator looking potentially to take this as a peek into Luke Show with a flash. Luke Show chilling. Flash, recon. Nobody going aggressive early on.
Clears out some of that space.
Timo would love to get active at this point in the game. 5 rounds down. If he heats up, potentially that could be the route back in for 100 Thieves.
That's when it gets perfect timing on that knife. I think that's 3 players tagged with it, so that will slow Loud down.
And it allows them to keep this stack over towards the A side.
Blocking vision.
Timatino on more of an aggressive position.
There's no one, well actually, tell a lie. I was like, there's no one watching mid. There is, Vora's got his back, so no chance of a backstab. We know Loud are going to be looking to send this one flying, but that's Cross with the nade, and that's a shot missed. Could have been a perfect timing. So just peeking back into it, and Timotino's not done yet, but that dash active eventually retreats now forward. Bang! Again, that's a shorty in your face though, and the knives have popped out. Timotino looking to redeem. At least himself now. Cosmic Divide splits it up, cuts away all sorts of sound cues now. That fan will be able to go down here for Lau, but they have to fight their way past a difficult spot because Asuna is already inserted. Wedged into the side, wedged into the map, and 100 Thieves are taking this one at a blitzing place now. Overwhelming the Lau players before they could reposition.
Cute little angle for Asuna to be able to get into.
Yeah.
Tucks himself into the bosom of the pyramids there. Able to get a cheeky one on a player that had no idea where he was.
And was that just the Cosmic Divine to just let them get in?
Yeah, I mean, they've got the wall up as well, right? The attacking walls, just in general, are giving them, the defenders, quite a lot of space. But yeah, you can see it from his angle here. Asuna just able to take a ton of space, creep in, and get himself into an unexpected position.
That's a crazy timing.
It's also a good round from Timotino.
Yeah.
He goes for the re-peek. Clearly his confidence isn't knocked, even though he has been missing a lot of opportunities. Gets the re-peek back into Luke Show. And a kill with the Blade Storm, not half bad.
No, listen, consider the dire beginnings. He's almost back up to even, which is a hell of a task.
Jet spotted out here. Timo might go for the peak.
Yeah, might indeed. Takes the pick, okay. Head to head. Adds to the tally for Timo.
Yeah, starting to equalize a bit more.
He really is, heating up. And it does get easier when you're on the defense side as a Jet.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
But still, like you said, hasn't lost his confidence. ADS stop! That's the player you want in that exact spot. Stars immediately drop down as well, feeling that pressure that's going to be mounting from Lau. The rest of them, just a bit of util, the pull slows it down even more. Tag, bang, has to be tucked close here, and Lauda being pushed into a different direction. Shoved away from the A site.
All three holding hands through mid.
Yeah. Not
really putting pressure in multiple directions.
Timotino.
Should be good for it here.
Yeah, he's on the op line, the perfect line really. The recoil star is going to be awkward. No one crosses up in time, tries to adjust the aim. Timotino's in a bit of a dire spot potentially, but just happy to take these re-peeks, potentially seeing all these players now, but re-peeking into the same line gives that easy shot to Darker. Moving back and away, hold on, knife powder potentially running around, and a scramble gives again an opening for Lau to work with. They're still down a player. They have to deal with Bang, asserted into position like this. 100's Fury to try and set Bang up for that swing. It's good from 100 Thieves. Really sublime stuff.
Very nice little combo there to set Bang up. And Bang had taken a lot of space over towards A main too. Strange to see Cryo running into mid after Asuna's knife saw that they were not continuing to scale into B, but things getting a little chaotic there. Overall though, defense side looking more comfortable for both of these teams actually.
Yeah, certainly.
And maybe that should be expected based on the comps that they're playing. Since both teams are running the KO mirror, it is much easier to run your defenses with that knife that tells you where people are, turns off their abilities, that kind of stuff. Versus if you're running a double duelist setup, for example, here, you'd be loving the attack sides, but both of these teams specking into their defense. And we could definitely still have a game here. Loud have won double pistol. Romanilli was bothered about that in their previous game.
Right, because that was the second map where they won double pistols, right? And they ended up losing 13-11.
Yeah, I think they... so I'd like to see, for Loud's sake, them get this over the line, but it probably isn't going to happen in this one. Already without the Blade Storm, everybody working with light weaponry. A chance for 100 Thieves to nip it within 2.
Real big chance for them. Strong with the util now. Here's the drone. Up, knife against the back wall. That will be that tag, but slowed down by the pull. The drone's going to be broken. Not sure if that was a clearance into the corner. Maybe, potentially. No way! Cryo's still sitting here. The kills are labored at best, but they do eventually come through. Still, they haven't dealt with Bang. Asserting himself now forwards. Again, a flash overhead from Asuna to try and again play his team back in. 3v3 though. Good spot for Lau potentially, especially considering the weaker eye. Spike planted. Peek into the back. Don't really have the gun for the job here, but Darker definitely does with that rifle. 1-for-1 now. 2v2 in this spot. Nade towards the back, rebounds. Asuna fast and loose, making it nice and awkward. Ladders down, a tap. He wants to try and play out in the open. Vora, sharp as anything. Locking down this angle, buys his time superbly.
Really good shooting from Vora.
Wow.
Thought there was a chance that Pancada was just going to call their bluff on that one. Recognized that it was a tap. But despite the best efforts of Loud, and that one was still dangerous. 100 Thieves pick up an anti-eco. I think they'll be fairly happy that they dragged the null command out of that round. It's more important as an attacking ultimate, and Darker has his own version of it.
Sure.
Verti looking to pick up the attack op even here. So Loud, they only need 2 rounds to get this over the line. Op v op battle. We saw that be a real struggle for Timotino in the few rounds that he decided to go for that on the attack side. Didn't really get put in the best positions. Been used in A main, but I'm focused on this fight towards mid. Yeah. Very, very passive setup from Verti at the moment. Timotino has been playing around double doors a lot, so it's not a bad read. It's just that this time...
I think it's hard to get something going, though, when the pit's here. It's another lane that's just completely cut off access for you. 100 Thieves can invest even more resources into double doors, into mid, like you're seeing here.
Yeah.
And Timotino can afford to just hold the angles like so.
There's 4 main positions that he could be open from. Double doors, he could be pushed out B, looking for a pick onto Pancada. He could be tunnel, anchoring B, or he could be nest, which is his actual position. So there are still plenty of spots that Verti has to be worried about.
Verti's feeling like he might want to go aggro, but Dash just fades away. Position here, throws a nade. He was waiting for the timing up of that one, so he's just, again, peeling out a couple of seconds, trying to buy time for his team to get into the appropriate positions. But this is a fake on a fake here, over towards the B side. That is where Loud's actual objective is. Verti's going to be dropped. Working their way in, there's still a player towards the back, and it's Cryo, the player exactly you don't want to see in a spot like this. Jump spot, Pancada trying to play his life, trying to win that fight, and that is good with the movement. Crouching down, shot going wide and missed. Hit now and layered. That's another layer of defense to potentially play around Timotino. Hearing that, cools it down with the aim, doesn't overplay his hand in a spot like this, and now towards the back of the site, flash, peek, still that pit to play around.
Funky pick goes all the way back towards ladder.
And it has to be the win con for Loud in a spot like this. This has to be 12, flash overhead, pit's going to be dropped. No more coverage, no more safety from it, but Darker is primed in a spot like this. His position is no to the nade. It's short on the mark. Still players could have been sticking onto him at 100 Thieves to just gather it up. Take the fight together, 2v1, winning it out. This dire stuff for Loud now at this point. Heavy investments all around.
Yeah, that is a potential disaster round for Loud there.
100 Thieves up to 10.
Great play from Timotino, though. He's a player that we were looking at in the first half, struggling, and he's making that constant climb back up. Almost redeemed himself in terms of the KD right now. He's 18 for 19, but the impact is all coming through. His hard punish onto Pancada, who overheated in the backside. And I'm liking these flashes from Asuna as well. They are really coordinated.
Yeah.
There's always a player ready to follow up on them. He's a very clear communicator in the comms. I mean, he's loud.
Yeah, he's loud.
He's loud.
We'll make sure you can hear him.
It's a buy from Loud. Speaking of which,
Wow, this could
4
be...
rifles and a sheriff on Darker.
Listen, they're up around currently. They have ults to use, but
Need that back.
Well, they
investing
burned,
everything to try and get up to 12. This is how teams lose.
yeah, they burned some big ones in the previous though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Null command pit.
Tino got that dash now. We've seen the player. Yep, he has. Now he's backing out. Now Darker goes down. He didn't have a gun, so at the end of the world, potentially could make a play towards him, and he's going to get caught by Luke's show. So even out.
Revealing area.
Still good for Loud. They've got a player inserted, not able to get themselves past. Ult, Hunter's Fury. No one's scaling off of this though. Loud are just stuck in the mud essentially. No one's getting past this, and it's giving a possibility, but Verti's been handed these opening kills anyway. Players in his sideline. He's waiting for the fight to come to him. It's 100 Thieves that
Enemy remaining.
just in disbelief, I think, really, that there was no movement being made, but the patience pays off in the end here for Loud. This will be inevitable.
Spike
12th
planted.
round, earned up. Needed to be the case. He's going to be offered up a couple of chances to get a kills. ISO's the fight. Oh no. Don't give a player like him a chance to get back into things, because Bang will just take over. 7 bullets left though. Running short.
Enemy remaining.
ISOing the fights, and it's almost a possibility. Almost a clip and a half, but Verti shuts it down. He was the opener and the closer to a round like that, bringing Loud up to that 12.
There couldn't have been more heartbreak than if that had been the way that Loud let a round slip out of their grasp. But as you said, Verti is doing everything at the moment. He was the only player that got into the site, even based on all of the pressure that Loud is applying. And he's forced to deliver it towards the end too. He's telling his team, relax, relax.
Relax.
Guys, I'm there. I'm going to close it, but I'd appreciate it if you help me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to really face when Birdie's in that tuck position, but...
A walk down mid from Timotino. He has Bladestorm and an Outlaw. 3 players with light armor on the other side. We haven't seen Luke Shaw go too aggressive at the moment.
No.
In elbow. He hasn't done this very much.
Been quite controlled. Flying forward zone now, Util sails overhead, and Luke Shaw's crosshair placement not ready for a fight there. Asuna just cleans him up. Head chopped off. The Thieves have got very ingrained positions here. Full control of one side of the pyramid. Bang inserted towards the back of the box. Kawazine is going to be potentially no more if he oversteps himself, which he does. Steps past it, a lot of damage done, and McAdam and the Wise are there either. Steps past it with a Cosmic Divide and the timing to be taken. That's in your hand. There it is, right click to finish. 100 Thieves take it to 11. One more round now being that tipping point. Will we see OT or will we see Loud get that map win?
Well, Loud's economy is going to be in the bin. They're on minimum loss bonus here. So they're going to be putting together, what, Guardians, maybe?
Yeah.
For this next round? Like, it's not going to be pretty. I'm not even sure they're going to be able to afford Guardians.
One enemy.
So our chances of going to OT are through the roof right now. Look at what they're working with here.
Oh my.
They're going to need Verti to be the superstar player.
Timotino knows it. He's got the Outlaw.
Yeah. Actually, only 3 of them running on the light armor, though. Kawazine and Verti especially buying up. It's all on Verti.
Has to be the playmaker. Rifle. His grips all grouped up now. Time timing is good. 2 players caught, but it's a bit of an indicator when you see the Jet in the Sova.
They've still got to be a little concerned about Luke Shaw, who has been willing to play the lurk role. This time, though,
You are divided.
all grouped up as 5.
This is leaving nothing to chance, essentially. No lurks whatsoever. Cosmic Divide to see if they can take the site by storm. Get this plant down in a secure spot. Util does delay them, shooting them down steadily.
Deploying drone.
What is Verti up to? I think...
Sure.
Okay, he's back.
Take flight.
Aura. Revealed up by the drone here, but this needs to be broken in time, so not clearing towards the back of the site where these Loud players are sitting, but they are potentially sitting ducks. That pull is perfect with the Util. Vora happy to clean them all up. Diving head first now into the smoke shotgun to lead the charge and a dash forwards where that's at, but again, approaching and cutting it close. Luke Shaw just dominates his position, 13 to 11. Loud do not let the opportunity slip away from them. Securing up map 1 in this series.
Your eyes would be going even more, so...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're yet to see Loud pull out a composition here, so going with something fairly standard, to be honest with you. A lot of teams playing double initiator with the Astra. Makes your post plants really potent.
Flash over the top. Hold on, here it is. Yep, saturate. Flash is good with the connection, but Timotino has to respect that timing on the refract, so...
Seen 100 Thieves go for that one before.
And now Cryo's going to be the one to be tested next up, and he's missing a headhunter shot. Unorthodox in terms of the approach. Verdi, though, is going to be happy with it. Can steamroll their way towards the B side now off the back of that one pick. Flash to get them through, a drone as well to lead the way. They've called for a bit of a pause. Slowing it down just for a moment with the tempering, but salvos, that is a very awkward spot to be placed in. I mean, still playing the plan denial, but it's Loud that are currently whittling away 100 Thieves. Still finding all sorts of pickoffs. Now it's evened out ever so slightly, but still a 4v2. 100 Thieves are the ones with the disadvantage to play in for.
Timotino's threatened that he's coming from Link and now goes back to reconnect with Asuna. So Loud might be worried about getting pinched from both angles. Could offer Asuna a slightly easier entry here. But they are an uphill, yeah, they're going for the uphill battle for sure.
Certainly the knife is going to be turning off at least a turret. Still holding it down. Doubled up. They're making it really awkward to see if they can take these fights fairly. For 100 Thieves, it's all over. Oh, God!
Not like that.
Now this is
Valorant.
This is Valorant, baby. Yeah, sure. Loud have got a pistol round. They are going to be happy with this one, but this is...
Loud actually winning all of the pistols so far in this series.
They certainly have. And honestly, I like the way that they took this one with a bit of caution. Tiptoeing their way into the side, even though they got the initial pick off. They didn't want to rush into things, they waited. Got confirmation on where the players were.
Luke Shaw loving that.
Oh.
3-1.
Yeah. fights like that is just where you're praying no one's spectating. But unfortunately, everybody was dead.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, unfortunately, you're the last alive, and so you know it's been caught on
Yeah.
camera. 4 stingers here, and Pancada with a bandit.
It's unusual, considering longer sightlines on a map like Pearl, but...
Yeah, this is something that Sentinels were doing at the end of last season, if I remember correctly, where they kind of like half-buy on a lot of their players. You still got money in the bank. I guess you're not as worried losing these stingers, too.
Right, not worried about losing his guns, and that means he can go walkabouts.
Man, he was an absolute menace in the game against Leviathan. Lev kept winning pistols, and Cryo kept winning the follow-up round for 100 Thieves. Headhunter in hand. 4 more bullets, could easily be 4 more kills.
Yeah. Too much tiptoeing. Might just play directly into the hand of the team that's ecoing.
Right there.
Too much caution can be a bad thing, as we've seen many a times. And you are going back into the stack of players.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this call from Pancada. You know that Cryo's pushed up, so why would they ever be on A?
Yeah. A lot of footsteps, though. Comes in around, and that's going to be broken. And now it's time to really see if he can step forwards. TP just to disengage. Timotino out wide into the open. Still, the Stingers are doing quick work, shredding the opposition. There was danger lurking around the corner. Gets handled in time, though.
Covering it.
Because of the kind of half investment almost into your winning a round, even if Cryo gets a few more kills, he still might be in a pretty good spot. Cryo's got a really hard task ahead of him, and Luxio's ensuring that there is no opportunities whatsoever for anything to go awry.
The Stingers are also just nuts on an anti-eco like that, because you can straight up just run and gun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best way of playing.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about, for example, if there's a bandit on the other side, they have to stay still, they have to
Did
tap.
not realize Verdi's K-Crash was deeper into back halls.
Yeah, he just, peekaboo, jumps into his lap. It does make for some weird bonus round buys, though. I mean, here you've got a Guardian and 3 Stingers. Presumably, they've got something fast cooked up.
Have to imagine. The few ults too, off the back of a lot of the damage done. The Prowler's going to be broken. We've seen this set up by 100 Thieves before. We'll see if Loud have done their homework, because they definitely ran this one. Timotino hiding, waiting for the time to strike, and flashing and playing off the back of one and each other. It's 100 Thieves who are getting the wins here, at least in an area like Art. Tooth and nail is how they're fighting over this, and Cryo still has that TP as well to get the hell out of there, but the spike has been dropped down in a very sublime spot for them.
He's also hit a cracking shot there. Might not look like it, but when Luke shows full strafing with Stinger in
Really
hand,
difficult.
Yeah, it is tough. And against the Stinger, you're getting aim punched fairly frequently too. They have lost these guys. From 100 Thieves' perspective, they're pretty confident they've got everybody who was coming through mid. So they know they were in A main, but now they... I mean, they could be anywhere. Pancada's given the game away a little bit as to one of their positioning.
Picked up a gun. Hello.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
That's a big one.
35 seconds, though, is going to be so difficult to get through to R, pick up the spike, go back to the site, and there's just too much to do here, surely.
It really is. See Utils recalls up. There's a salvo to try and make the fight a little bit easier to take, but everybody's locked on. And locked in, really, understanding exactly what was going on. So, 2 players fall for 100 Thieves. But
not the worst
players
in the world.
Intact. Yeah, not the worst thing in the world.
And Luxio, 1 away from getting his ult online, so are they going to play for some kind of orb? I would imagine they'd have to work their way through Cryo, though. Played that mid-trap play in this round, but I would expect they're going to be sending their star player back to an extremity, fight over an ult orb. Which one is it? Yeah, A main. They're expecting Loud to be fighting over that one. Now, actually, Luxio's just controlling mid, letting the rest of his team fight over these spaces while he chills. You've got to be so worried if you're in Darker's position right now over towards A main, because you know that Timotino's got that play where he can push over the top with a KO flash.
And the ult conceded, at least with the ult orb, which means, yeah, Timotino's got it. Convergent Pass is online.
So now, B
Cryo's
orb.
position.
They're going to play over that. Yeah, I mean, Cryo's so pushed up. And he was getting them constant information like this in, what was it, round 1?
Yeah. Second round.
Second round, sorry. Yeah, round 2.
The only weakness on the map currently for 100 Thieves is that double doors angle. They don't have a trip there. So
yeah, but they've got 2 players in a crossfire covering it. So.
Yeah, it requires a bit of caution from them.
No attempt to play for Luxio's ult orb, perhaps thinking that that's a bit too ABC and that 100 Thieves would be all over it.
about that tail drone though. Cryo is forced to respect it, doesn't want to get suppressed out into the open. Trademark is tripped, it's not broken.
Yeah, it's not great for Loud.
Slows him down. Pangada's trying to play off of a lot of this chaos and noise pressure that's being made across the board, but players are waiting around the corner. Might have even been spotted. Asuna is just letting the util fly forwards now, and the kills potentially racking up on the other side of things here. Open side on A. Main controls there as they get a plant down. There's 100 Thieves who are scurrying to get back into position, but they do have the tools to deal with most of this one. I mean, Pangada's miles away. He's playing in a completely different zip code currently. Luke Shaw forwards and doesn't want to overstep. I mean, Vor's just running straight in, slowed down by the bullet tag and lands the bullet to the dome regardless. Luke Shaw's gone. Target is trying to play the long con really here, but honestly, you don't have enough players onto the point. The Convergent Pass is going to see if they can really excavate a lot of that space over towards A. The Salvas is forced out early. Still have that pull from across the board.
Yeah, you have to force the pull.
You have to now. They're going to try and body block it, body block it, body block it. They've got it. Sticking it all the way through now. There is no stopping that. That's the danger of leaning too hard onto those util pieces.
Oh, that's beautiful. You've seen a lot of teams go for that, and it's difficult to pull off. What are we, 5 years into the game? I guess 4 years into playing around Astra, and teams still struggle to execute that, but beautifully showcased there from 100 Thieves. We were talking about Pancada being miles away, not really able to affect the round with his rifle.
No freebies for stats players. Nice! Let's go!
Who was that directed to?
I mean, Pancada, surely. He wasn't even playing the round, was he? He was miles away.
Okay. 2-2. Fly's a bit weird here for Loud.
Well, there's only one player with full armor, so Cryo's read that, got the Outlaw, set up to feast, but there's a drone in his face.
He's just got into range there with the trademark. Of the rendezvous, I should say. Gotta be scared of that drone.
Yeah, that drone is nasty now. It gives you full reveal and suppresses you, so you wouldn't be able to escape. If you were playing Chamber or Yoru, something like that, Teo is a nightmare.
Don't want to get caught out of position for it. He's in a more passive line now, and Lauder really all grouped up. There's no work in the map here.
Haunt from the defenders, pushing Timatino onto an angle at A. That's going to allow the defenders to rotate to B. Can they get here in time?
Asuna overhead with a flash. Sees, does connect. There's a lot of util that's going to be landing at their feet. Asuna's just looking to delay, but the splashes are really to no avail. Cryo, time bought, and plays Asuna straight into the fight. The phrase just kicking, screaming at them. The team, 100 Thieves, getting involved into the muck of it.
Beautiful stuff. Really good delay utility from Asuna too. That duo of Cryo and Asuna locking down the B side. Didn't even really need the help for the rotates. And Cryo gets an upgrade as well. Can go from the Outlaw over to a rifle. Might even pick up an op and throw the rifle away to a teammate.
Nice! Good hold, guys. Let's go!
And there's 100 Thieves players could very well have got overwhelmed. Timing was played well.
Oh well, here it is. Op, in fact, not even having to buy an outlet, having to buy an operator in this round.
Sets himself up onto that B line. So far, game plan for 100 Thieves quite clear. They've been heavy prioritizing extremities, A main, B main, getting players into these forward approaches.
I mean, they've played through mid a little bit too.
Hold on, there's an angle. There's a fight here, just adjust in time. Pangada had to be accurate on that first shot. Wasn't quite the case.
Always tough stepping into Cryo's domain.
He's fully locking down B long. I mean, he's got all that information, but 100 Thieves having to give up space towards Con as a result of it. So Loud can walk around here, poke and prod, see what it can get going.
The B split is potentially the weakness, but if they end through A here...
And the players, look at them.
No split through A main.
No, really just putting up a bit of a shield here. The Horn revealing towards the backside. Step of the Seas. Trying to get a move on. Doubled up. A lot of damage on the plays to be made. Bang! My God, man. What is that? Pulls it out of nowhere. 2 players dropped like flies. And there's ults to be expended if you want to use them if you're Loud, but in a 2v4 like this, it just feels uncomfortable. You need more kills to go your way before you even consider it.
Well, now you can't. For Luke Shaw, anyway.
Yeah, locked out of that. There's a possibility just for a minor moment. Sidestep that is pressed. Not quite there. Doubling in now. Flash overhead. That's going to be the connection. And what they play, man. They're just the util, I got to say, supportive-wise. Asuna is thriving in this position on the KO.
Yeah, he really is. No, it's great to see. It's great to see. And all of them waiting for Cryo to push fully out through B.
Yeah.
And get ready to help them on an A retake pinch. The timing and the control. NBS was saying it. He said what was the main thing that they were looking to do on map 1 was control. Control the way that they were holding the map, control the way that they were communicating. And that's exactly what they did in that A retake.
A lot more in sync.
Of pushing back those, you know, duelist-esque characters, Timotino and Cryo, who want to get posted up.
Yeah.
And the problem is, if you don't push them back in the mid-round at least, they're just giving so much info to the rest of the defenders to get stacks online. It's brutal stuff. It was the defense side that Loud was struggling on the most in their opening match. Today hasn't really been the case. The defense side looked lovely on Breeze. Yet to see it here on Pearl. Have they figured out what to do on the attack?
Around like this, they don't.
Again, Timo is really pushed up. Slaughters the stick bug.
Yeah. Luke Shoda might have found a bit of a gap here. Good time to take it, but always back to
he's been seen.
Called, yeah. Pinged out.
Right there.
They know exactly where he is. Trying to steadily work towards it, and it's all accounted for, isn't it? Yeah, if Bang didn't get it, Asuna would. And
because Luxia was headed towards B, I think they can get the read now that that's where the rest of Loud were going, and that's why Pancada has to call an audible. They were getting ready to try to split B there, based off Luxia getting into a good position, and now with 40 seconds left,
it's not looking great.
The Prowler tells them they can probably push up to this kind of spot. But yeah, they've struggled taking A at the best of times, and now the weaponry's not there. It is going to be difficult.
And with a kill like that, it's a lot easier. Saturate's thrown overhead, anticipating that response back. There's 18 seconds left. Player's not making all the noise in the world here. Louder trying to get past this one into the choke, but how the hell do you get past that? It's Timotino holding the door, slamming it shut in their faces, and buying enough time for the rest of the team to get everything in order. 5-2, but the timeout was taken for this round coming up. A lot of ults built up for Loud now. You've got to think the money in a better spot too.
Yeah, it's a great point. Romanelli's impact yet to be seen, because that was just an eco round. I am looking towards Luxia. Luxia's had his art online since very early on. We were talking about him being one away for a while.
I don't care! Give me all the eeks!
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I mean, dude, this guy has got some energy. Even when he was struggling on Breeze, he was gassing up the rest of his team.
Yeah, yeah.
Individual, it doesn't seem like he cares that much about his individual ability.
He's playing, well, in that instance, he's playing for the VLR stats, but...
Well, he's also playing for his ult.
He is, yeah. The
Eco Cobra's doing something worthwhile in this game. Yeah, Luxio finally invests the lockdown. It's been many rounds since he got that one online.
Nothing subtle about this round from Loud.
They have a tail ult, though, would destroy Bang in his position.
Back inside, yeah, if you push them in forward. Should be with the right timing, but they're not using, they're not combining these ultimates up. This Cryo's given that perfect window. Cosmic Divide has to be just pushed up, but any coverage into the corner, the bullets, there's no plan getting off. Bang is a constant thorn, constant worry. Spike's picked up, but these are ultimates that have just gone faded away. And 100 Thieves left to contain, absorbing all this pressure. And still not down. Second round of things, you do have ults to use, but you need picks. Loud know it. He's thinking about it. Salvos popped off, lock committed. That's just to clear out secrets. Taking another step forwards, you need these picks. There's one. Vora dropped, attack. See where the next line of things come, and then overhead with a flash hit. Perfect stuff again. Supportive, supplementary util. So that helps his team really lay claim to a lot of this map, but it's left Luxio in a really sticky spot. Could he do it? There's damage done. 9 seconds left to make a play here. Saturate though, that's a connection. And now the double dash means good night.
Loud are playing that round like they're in 1940s London, in the middle of the Blitz. And rationing is out, and they are not allowed to use more than 2 ults in a round. Like the combo
Why are they rationing it?
The combo is so clear there, in my opinion, that you want to be locked down, and there is a little gap where you know the defenders are going to be, and you throw the Teo ult there. But I think the reason they're rationing is because they think they can get the plant for free, and then they'll have all of the Teo utility for post. So I think the idea for Darker is he saved the double salvo as well.
Yeah, they're just really trying to get the plant down and drag it out.
Yeah, but I mean, that is just it's too basic, unfortunately. Like, that might, when you rounds at a lower level, but against a decent team, they're going to have enough util of their own on the defense side to stop you getting in just based off one lockdown.
Yeah. A little bit too one-dimensional.
But that's okay. Next rifle round, they'll use their ration book for another couple. They've still got some.
Yeah, Loud again. I mean, grouped up here heavily, of course. It's another week bye for them, but offloading ults. Okay, Dimensional Drift's going to be used. Not the best in terms of the weaponry that they got available. Verti does have a Bucky, so we could potentially make a play. He wants to try and dominate this space. But Timatino is just spamming away. Happy as anything to see if he can do it. And shotgun me, shotgun. Verti wins it out, drop down to 4 HP. Spam though, and Bang's already up onto the line. He's just spotted out Luke's shot. Armageddon, this is everything being thrown at the wall, seeing what sticks for Loud. Can they carve out a path to victory? It's feeling unlikely. 100 Thieves happy to slow it all down. Temperate ults of their own now going to be used. Cosmic Divide forces the issue. It's Loud who have to push forwards here. Pull's already been forced out because, again, of course, those sound cues are just non-existent. They don't know what's waiting for them. No command, just in case. And they've got, I mean, listen, every tool at their disposal.
And there's still so much time on this clock. Doesn't make a difference who defuses. 100 Thieves lock that one up. And Loud, they used 2 more ultimates in that round.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why 100 Thieves were happy to use ults of their own, even though they're against the eco.
Absolutely, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you were looking at the next rifle round as like a big turning point, potentially, well, now they don't have the tools to really invest into it. And by the time they went for it, well, it was a 4v4. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be a real struggle for Loud in this game.
Nice!
You can see that they've got a clear game plan that they want to play these very passive post plants where they play for the pull, they play for the salvos, like that kind of idea. But to be honest with you, most of the teams that we've seen play well with the Tejo on attack of Pearl, and any map, to be honest with you, and Bind as well, have been...
I'm just setting it up almost for Pancada. It's a big test for him in terms of the calling. Especially on maps like now, we're getting into the Pearl territory, potentially Bind if 100 Thieves keep this going.
Turn out.
Very different maps, I think.
Yeah.
Those two.
Definitely are.
You got a lot to worry about as an attack caller here. You know, pushing off an op player, although that is going to be the same on Bind. But you've got mid to try to take a lot of avenues and 2 very far extremities. Less able to do sight pops straight off barrier. This round they've done a decent job at pushing back a player over towards B. Yeah. Flash reclear just to gain a little bit of information there. Cryo's in an unexpected position. You don't really expect the Oppa to be playing double doors.
Right, it is different. Prowler stops it off there. Virgin path to try and push them back and away, so ensuring that there's no access to lane.
All 5 players right now want to force a fight for 100 Thieves in mid.
Into mid, collapsing onto it. Oh, the timing is impeccable. Timatino just spams away into that line.
Pre-fire exactly expecting Verti to swing off his flash.
30 seconds left.
This is a devastating one.
Yeah, 100 Thieves reading ahead of the timeout. Because like you said, they did shift the setup. It was all extremity control towards B and A for the longest time, but
they actually just left A completely here.
Right.
They knew that Loud have been spamming A hits for the last few rounds. They're very unlikely to do another one coming out of attack timeout. So let's just leave it really soft.
10 seconds left.
Play heavy for mid, fairly heavy for B.
Yeah.
An incredible read. You are really seeing the difference in terms of map comfort here, I think.
Yeah, the depth is on show.
That also might suggest that 100 Thieves have Breeze somewhere towards the bottom of their map pool.
Yeah, I was looking at the pick bans. They did, so a lot of teams have been banning it first round against them. I think G2 did that. But they have had opportunities, the one time where they had it, to float it all towards, towards the end, essentially. Tail end. Never been ones to ban it themselves. So.
It's hard at the beginning of the season to know who's good on Breeze as well. You only know from scrims.
Exactly. You're trying to build up your expectations for what maps to even avoid at this point. But here we go. New beginning, round 11. Guns were saved, Loud, from the prior rounds. And back to the similar game plans that 100 Thieves had on their defensive setups. Cryo towards B. Timatino holding down A.
Yeah, Cryo posted on B, as you said. And if they try to drone him out of this position, Asuna's there with the knife. Now, knife dodged, which means you get a safe drone.
Winning at the timing. Asuna's going to try and break the drone.
Can he break it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd doesn't have to use the rendezvous. Post is still back up. Well, no, we will respect that.
All right, so 40 seconds into the round, and they have identified where Cryo is playing, and they've pushed him off the angle. The thing is, look at the other side of the map. Timotino really pushed up on A, and Cryo might still get a pick here. I don't think Pancada will walk into him. You never know.
No, Timotino's just trying to gather a bit of information. Maybe in that weakest side, trying to make a play towards us. Are you kidding me? He's got the light speed, will be able to evacuate and get the hell out, but big threats waiting on the other side of things here.
Pancada heard them run away from B, and so now he's calling his team to him, but they've already used a minute on the clock. They're going to take so long rotating this spike to B.
It's a big map.
I'm not sure they have the time to do this, but B is really weak currently. It is only Asuna.
Asuna in a rock in a hard place now. Underhand with a flash behind him. He's looking to see if he can square up, take some fights early on. Another round, another go of things, and that is a great connection. He's just single-handedly locking this one all the way down. You will not remove him from this spot. Lucio eventually getting involved, but the time has just dwindled into nothing to work with. A lot of nothing but scraps at this point, and no time. This has been a constant uphill battle for Loud.
Doesn't matter what they try, none of it is working.
Heartbreaking for them.
I mean, that's a very ambitious audible called. That's the kind of desperate audible that happens when you're, 2-8 down. And Pancada feels like he has an opening there based on the information he's found on the other side of the map. If Asuna plays that worse, if he gives his life a bit too easily, if somebody's playing anti-flash, maybe that could have been a conversion, but Asuna was just perfect in terms of how he delayed one half of that split.
Right click.
Yeah.
Good old.
KO buff's paying off.
They're very difficult to dodge now.
Yeah.
Not that I ever could.
Listen. I don't dare touch that agent.
Well, I'm not dodging breach flashes. I don't know. I'm too old. People in gold are dodging breach flashes now.
Yeah.
I get full body by every time.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it feels inevitable at this point. Everything Loud are going for. Shut down.
Yeah, every area they poke towards, 100 Thieves have got a setup for it.
Yeah.
Timotino poking his head into A main, Cryo's locking down Art. And this time, they play B long a little softly. It's the constant rotation, although that's a stunner of a shot from Lucio. Peeks around the corner with immaculate crosshair placement. Couldn't have known for sure that Cryo was there, I don't think.
That's a hard fight to win because Cryo, he's already posted up there, so... All the chances forwards, Timotino inserts himself into the smoke, splits up section of the sides, but players slip the net ever so slightly, but a spam does the job though. Darker capitalizes. 3v3, Salvo's now going to be offloaded to see if they can fight more aggro for a bit of this space, not trying to play hard into the post plant like they were before. Twist and turn and a change of pace, but Asuna has got something to say about it. That's Darker and Kawazine sent straight back to that spectator seat, and Pancada now left to do it in a 1v2.
They were so worried about an A main player, they just sat in the open.
Full bit of space gained for him, but I mean, this plant is not for him, is it? They know where he is now at this point. They hard clear towards main, waiting it out entirely. Time to be played for. That's 10 rounds at the half for 100 Thieves. Felt like Loud. Every move they made, I mean, it was just 100 Thieves one step ahead.
Yeah, this is why 100 Thieves have been going towards the map. Doesn't matter that they lost on it recently. They're very confident here. The chamber value, absolutely dominant.
Yeah.
They were completely all over every move that Loud went for. Very tough game for Pancada to IGL so far.
Very tough indeed. Second half is going to be looking as well. Questions still remaining, but for 100 Thieves, they are thinking about how they can wrap this one up and get us to that map 3. Still rounds to be played though, so don't go anywhere. Quite important actually.
Yeah, there are more of them. There's more
there are
of them.
more of them.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's great to win the pistol round. You get off to a very strong start, but it's all about how you snowball off the back of that, and they were not able to get anything going at all, but yet to be seen again. Valorant is a game of 2 halves.
It's the wisest thing you've ever said.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, Loud are going for a mid push, maybe a flank retake setup here. Cryo's actually waiting for that as 100 Thieves make the entry into A.
Spotting a weakness. He jump on the chance to just absorb up a lot of the space over towards A. And even further forwards as well. That Prowler just nobody was towards the back. Timothino though, waiting for a flash, it looks like. Second round of things. He's seizing a salvo, and he should be dead. Yeah, it is. Okay, util comboed. Under these, pistol around demons perhaps, but Vora's gonna see if he can again. A bit of a flag in the ground where he stands, not let them step past that secret angle, and Aston is going, working around, trying to see if he can just play it, making a bit of noise in the process. It wasn't accounted for, but he still plays claim to the life of Lucio regardless. Bang! Back in a position, playing his life. And this is an awkward spot as any. Time starting to tick. Pancada hard press now. Get anything done at all. Doubled up, tried to play it well. Just adjusted to the side, but I think even if he'd managed to get those 2 kills, the time pressure was too much there.
Yeah. Well, this time they're not going to win the pistol, which I think is going to call curtains on Pearl, barring some kind of genuine deity intervening in the match. I think the reason that Timothino dies there is because he's been seized and all of his sound cues got taken away.
Flicky, bro. Yes.
Vora's had some nice flicks, actually. He's been a really skilled player.
I mean, yeah, for a tier 1 opening, I mean, this guy has been shooting.
Yeah, I've been impressed, actually, with the rookies on either side.
Yeah.
I thought Darker had a good opening, too. It's not the map, really, to highlight him, but, you know, generally speaking, actually quite a good addition to Loud, I think, in terms of adding some firepower. But, yeah, Vora's been good.
Yeah, always a big fan of that. A lot of these 2-2 players, I mean, they've been chomping at the bit to get involved in tier 1 for the longest time.
It's rare, actually, that we see a rookie performance that doesn't impress.
Yeah, right, because
the trend is that they tend to show up.
Because in their heads, I mean, everything's been building up to that one moment, right?
Yeah.
So, usually expecting the rookies to have a good show. I mean, Loud are investing, obviously. You have to. It's 11-2.
It's not the greatest investment in the world, though. Full buy on the other side. 100 Thieves know what's happening. Very passive beginning to the rounds, as we've come to expect, actually, from 100 Thieves. They really have slowed the game down. But they're expecting aggression from Loud, and it's not. It's more just trap plays, Bucky's sat around the corner.
I think Dark's got some util held here, so yeah, util off the signs of life and contact. 100 Thieves are standing their ground, but getting put into a bit of a blender here, but there's more where that came from. Cryo slinks his way in through the back.
And poor Pancada left to pick up the pieces. Wonder what happened to the team that he's been calling for.
Spike planted.
Feels like it will be 12 now for 100 Thieves. Pancada. Slow and steady stuff. Makes his way forwards, but there are way too many to count for. Although uncontested, surely not. A spot like this, not a lot to work with. Last star really expended.
He smoked it, but he hasn't tapped it.
No, but he's finding his ones and planning to that corner. The spam, you've got to be wary of it. Sees as well, connects. And you don't know that Vora's running up onto you because all those sound cues drifting away and the bullet's just running out. Chances. Pancada just trying to play to all of his outs in a spot like that, but that will be 12 rounds now for 100 Thieves. And
another broken buy for Loud as they limp back in here with whatever they can possibly purchase. 100 Thieves, despite going into the trap there, still came out on top.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
What's scary, I think, in this one too is, I was looking back over the way that 100 Thieves play with this solo Waylay comp, and they've actually got more, and I think better theory on Bind than they do on Pearl. Yeah. For this kind of stuff, so.
That Bind looks very fleshed out.
Yeah, so it's not, I don't think it's going to get much easier for Loud. Maybe Loud themselves will feel a bit more comfortable map 3 because they've looked. I mean, you know, they're still going through the motions here, but there hasn't been much going on.
No,
it's been tough to watch.
At this point, just waiting for that nail in the coffin for this map. Although Cryo finished it on.
Back in a flash.
Threat of the lurk. Fused away. Double dash over the top. Timothino doesn't spot any targets. Saturating missing here. Luke Show's going to be careful in a spot like this. It's a pull and an A towards the back here. 100 Thieves are just sending it forwards anyway. Don't care if there's signs of life. They're happy to mop it all up. Will go down with no problems whatsoever. Kawazin trying to play himself the inside of some angles, but with only the stinger to hand. Not the right tool for the job there. 13-2. 100 Thieves. Clean sweep, essentially. I mean, the only reason... Ideas. play a part here, but let's get into it then. Pistol round, 4 binds, 100 Thieves on that defensive side. There are threats, I mean, still with the Teo. Gotta worry about the drone if you're cryo. This is a heavy stack of Lord Showers. All drops down, they hear that one, at least the drone's gonna be broken. Saturate, there's a connection. Salvos to try and bail them out. It's a flash in your face. That was sent flying on the other side of the map by Vora. Cryo still squaring up. I mean, potentially overzealous in nature, but they might be able to clean it up. Oh my goodness!
He's flipped on a dime.
Snaps it onto Verdi.
That should have been a playmaking there from Verti. The plan went down in the midst of all of that.
Show 10 HP in a dream, but he has managed to do a bit of that damage. I mean, 3 kills for him. Kawazin's stepping forwards, looking for a play to be made in a spot like this. Snake by potentially catching. Timatino, though, has found Luke Show. 1v2 tap. Kawazin, an attempt to pull him wide out into the open. He's made a lot of noise now, but left guessing as to where 100 Thieves could be. Time pressure, though, is on them, and the shots need to be landing right here, right now. 100 Thieves holding it down. They get it done.
Lots of faith there from Timatino. The Bang was going to hold on for it. What a chaotic round.
Yeah.
Hey, Vora's flash, I think, did more harm than good there.
It did, yeah, it did.
But I'm amazed that the play from Verti didn't win Loud the pistol. Because they've run all the way through. The reaction is exactly what you would want it to be.
Yeah. 3 players seen as Showers, immediate attempt to try and flank him around.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's fantastic from Verti and Kawazin to go down short, get the plant, and backstab. But the flick shot was disgusting from Timatino.
That's nasty stuff.
He backhanded Verti out of the round. Flash through to give Cryo a little bit of information. He gets posted outside Showers. Pressure's coming B long though.
Make sure to shut them out. Hold on. Well, okay. Round 2 with a spraying and praying with the Spectres.
They've done quite a bit of damage, but losing a player there is not great.
Therefore, has to respect the space.
And Verti's picked up a Spectre.
Actually, not too bad at all for Loud. Big group up from them. Death balling it up.
Molly.
Timatino got the information.
Oh God! He's put him in a blender.
Has anyone seen each other this round?
Doesn't.
It's just
seem
all
to be
spam.
the case,
It's just
right?
all spam.
Yeah.
I believe the Spectre just fires classic bullets at a higher rate as well. So everyone's just firing the same caliber of bullet at each other. Says 100 Thieves are spitting them out faster than Loud. Okay, a weird round. Luke Shaw actually fairly close to his ult as well.
Those kills earlier, right?
Yeah, Timatino got really heavy pushed here, though. The rest of 100 Thieves on B giving him good information during this round.
30 seconds left.
They'd spotted basically everybody. And he's got the bandit in his back pocket. Doesn't have to worry about the judge at long range. Doesn't look like there's too much possibility.
No, I'm just
Cryo
thinking
would
about
really
it.
have to drop the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a trademark.
Destroyed.
It's going to give him the indicator, and now
One enemy remaining.
down, and
10 seconds left.
Cryo wants one angle. Horn does reveal. He's got to be careful of those stray shots, but wrapping from behind of Cryo again. Fell in the process. I think the Thieves had more than enough insurance to make sure that they closed that one up.
It's not a bad eco overall, though, for Loud. But now we get to see how good do they actually look when rifles are in play. Loud should have the better weaponry for this round. 100 Thieves are happy to set up some kind of aggressive play, though. They've started this map showcasing that you've got to respect them in terms of like a Showers crunch or something like that.
Yeah.
And that all allows Cryo to just have more space. So when they're not doing something aggressive, because Loud are more timid, Cryo gets posted on lines more easily. It all plays into the plan, this conditioning.
Yeah, early on, show of hands saying that we are willing to fight.
Locating target.
Smoke drone is immediately broken, so that's not ideal for Loud. They were hoping that could gain a little bit more space, and makes it feel like Cryo could be lurking around that corner. Deep setup on the line with a rendezvous to back out, and the drone broken is your biggest tool for dealing with him.
It's possible. It would be a little bit strange to smoke off your outlaw player.
Sure, that's true. Big priority though from 100 Thieves. Putting a lot of attention onto B long, just I think as well. Understanding of how bind attack side can go. You can snowball very quickly if you get those ults online.
I think the question here is, where is Cryo? He's unlikely to be B long because they smoked it off. They've put a Prowler over towards Showers, and they're pretty confident he isn't there. So he's either got to be short or he's holding an aggressive angle in hookah.
Yeah. Now,
they are gathering short.
it's full armor for everybody on Loud, so they should be safe. Prowler spots it. He's just trying to lead, see if he can do a bit of damage in the process.
30
Takes
seconds.
a lot himself. Asuna, that's a bullet to the dome for the wall. The Traymon not broken. You're slow to a crawl. This could still get messy.
20 seconds.
Scrappy in. Yeah, 20 seconds. It doesn't leave a lot of time. Not a lot of
Molly's
buffer.
down.
Room to breathe. Brim Molly to deny. This is all coming down to the util timings. And the fight's taken as well. Forwards!
Last player
It's so damn
standing.
messy. Wrapping
10
around.
seconds left.
Damage done. Spikes drop
Spike
down.
down,
Saturate. Chances. Opportunities.
He can
And
do
Lucio
it.
go over and
Oh,
double dash. He's got a shotgun. Oh! That is the worst case scenario for Loud to play into.
Oh, that's devastating. The shotgun merchant's back at it again. How is he looking so calm after that play, and yet he's popping off whenever his teammates win the round?
Oh my god.
It's a Red Bull clutch for Timotino. The time is so low here, by the way.
Yeah.
It's at 5 seconds when they tap the final time, so they had to commit. But also, Timotino has to commit. That's a primal snarl, the war face coming out from Asuna. That is a fun way to end the round. Unless you're a Loud fan, I suppose.
Yes. In which case you're crying, I think. Nothing's going your way. Loud sending it. 4 players up straight through A.
Oh, Lucio's got a timing and a
Yeah,
half
he's
here.
found it, hasn't he? That's a bullet straight to the back of the dome of Cryo. Anticipating this was all grouped up. Plan's still being denied for a bit, but now eventually going down, and Shower's control crucially still there for Loud. I mean, they have weaker buys, but they're in a pretty prime spot. Bang moving forward steadily now. Flash overhead to see if they can play Bang in. Deep ingrained positions again. That saturate is perfect. In and around through the walls. Ultra popped off, earned up, and it's just buying time for 100 Thieves to get this defuse off and online. It's good kills claimed. A decent attempt by Loud, but 100 Thieves, they have not slowed down from Pearl.
No, classic Asuna moment just to end the round there as well. So many good smoke pieces of util there. Asuna has his smoke, which creates a lot of pressure onto the planter.
Right here.
But also, they can combo with the Sky Flash for them to get out. And then they have the Viper Orb to be able to cover. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what, dude, it's ridiculous. It's
Watch
ridiculous.
and learn.
Cryo picks up the AWP, goes over towards B long.
Smoke's down.
Loud may want to speed things up. If they could get the Viper's pit down in post,
Face your
maybe
fear.
then they'd be able to apply enough pressure.
Throwing a lot here to try and get themselves into this A site. Presence around. Timotino does go down. Couldn't refract back in time to safety. A bit of spam as well into that smoke.
Launching
Does
smoke.
keep the pressure mounting on the side of 100 Thieves, but you're a player down. Loud can force the tempo back into their control. They just temper it a bit. Armageddon into the back. That's going to roll it out, make it nice and messy. Yeah, Asuna had nowhere really to run there. Pick your poison situation as those smokes dissipate. Loud can finally start to get this plant online. No way. No one watching for that one with the walkout. Bang's got his ult now layered down. Another
Oh, God.
attempt at this one. I mean,
If
the
they
spike picked up, they can TP.
Can they TP? Straight into Cryo's waiting arms.
Yeah,
They've
this
slowed
is
it down
awkward.
instead.
There's no way they lose this.
I mean, Lucio, I think, might have wanted to pit in that situation, but this pit from Bang is horrid. I mean, first of all, getting the spike down is difficult, but then think how easy it is for the retakers to just run back in and try to stick a defuse.
Yep.
They don't go through
30 seconds
the
left.
TP to sand. Instead, they full walk it. But there is a
27
trademark in
seconds.
hookah and a devastating superstar opper at long.
Waiting to receive all that attention. He's got a bit of a challenge ahead of him. He's got his back turned to a lot of this again. So the timing is right. Lucio pounces on the chance.
He's had
Spike
Cryo's
planted.
number in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah.
That's perfect timing.
One enemy remaining.
Loud should have this one now, especially complete side control, and Bang is just giving it up. He doesn't even want to attempt to play it, rightfully so, but moments like that, man, I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, Loud, they get themselves into a good spot, but 100 Thieves are just...
Well, the attempting to go for the plant inside Bang's orb and not having anybody cover
one
the
covering
plant,
it?
that's a big mistake. Thankfully, they're able to redeem themselves by putting pressure hookah, and you know that the player long is always going to be watching for that hookah drop. That's just the most standard way of playing that. And so Lucio finds the perfect timing off the trip being broken. So, you know, there's good and there's bad. It's just, it's lucky for Loud that the good came after the bad in this round.
Yeah. Found a way in. Round on the board.
And overall, they did have opportunities there by going for the short pop. So it might be something that Pancada can call again. In this situation, though, they did deal with Timatino early, and Cryo didn't happen to be posted on short. So as 100 Thieves change around the defensive composition, change around the defensive setup, they might run into more or less difficulty getting through. Like for this round, for example, Cryo top truck.
30 with the attack side up though. Claim that one. Don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. I mean, Loud are going to be forced to slow down rounds themselves to see if Verdi can get a bit of a play going.
Well, they're putting a bit of B-long pressure to try to bait the push out through showers. I don't think 100 Thieves had any intention of pushing showers this round, though. Asna smoked it off instantly.
Bring them down.
It's also a pretty big tell, though, that Cryo is not... I mean, Cryo doesn't have ult money this round, but, you know, the Cryo isn't looking to play aggressively on that area of the map.
My issue is time has been an issue for Loud with these hits, and the operator not going to be...
Oh, that's not going to help.
Cause, is it? Yeah, and it's not just that. It's almost like if it goes wrong, you've essentially saved them the op for Cryo to pick back up again.
Interesting bit of information there. Vora knows that they were hanging around Fountain. Uses the Seekers afterwards too. Loud thought they had a timing to regroup over towards A, but as the Seekers leave the B site, 100 Thieves go to keep the stack on over here.
Indicating a block. Show the timing there, but Timatino's ready to respond.
My ult is ready.
Up towards the top though, Cryo is not willing to let anything slip. Holding down at A Short Avenue and Verdi. This is
Trap destroyed.
Worst case scenario I was talking about. You can't really speed up in a position like this. You have to take it slow and steady, and he's looking in all sorts of directions while Bang is creeping and finding all of it for him. Last player noted, trying to reset. Decent try by Darker, but exactly the scenario I was kind of describing is that the operator didn't really help you much there. Now, I believe 100 Thieves probably picking that one up.
I think Vora just did such a good job in terms of providing information to them as well.
Yeah.
Plus, Cryo did not get dealt with by the Teo drone. Teo drone comes down short. Cryo's playing top truck, tucks away from it, doesn't get suppressed or revealed. I think the first part of it, finding out exactly what the 100 Thieves defensive setup looks like, has been a challenge. Because they're rotating it a lot.
They always adjust it.
Yeah, the theory overall, like the setups, the coaching, the game plans, it's looked good for 100 Thieves so far this year.
Oh, this time towards B.
Is it a fake or?
Okay, I mean, they've walked out there. I think the flash was avoided. We're pulling out util in moments like that, okay.
Playing on his iPad.
Yeah. Cocomelon in sight. It does give a pickup here to Loud, so...
This is weird, though.
Really deep push.
Yeah, Cryo's pushed, but they're also hearing somebody in hookah.
Verti will be able to escape their eye for now.
Yeah, and they'll hear that teleport. There's nobody playing on the B side right now. They know it's ending A again. This is tough stuff. Pancada's calling is getting hard red.
See,
beacon down.
Asna's there. Deletes the drone, a bit of spam as well, just making it really awkward to try and get through this. Choke point flash overhead! Vora! Can't be stopped in a position like that, and the lurk's happening all around them. Bang again, finding those perfect timings. Don't expect that. Deep push played through. Luke Show on 5. More than 5 HP, a little bit of the regen shield added on top, but at the end of the day, he will go down just to
30 seconds left.
Bullet to the chest.
Yeah, breath of fresh air would topple him over at the moment.
Yeah. It's,
The attack side calling here is just getting obliterated.
I think you're just witnessing a bit of a tear gap as well.
But I think also what you're witnessing is an upcoming IGL who has a lot of experience calling at the tier 2 level and being combined with a good coaching staff that they're familiar working with, thriving. Whereas on the other side, Pancada's not the most experienced IGL, for sure. And working with a coach that he doesn't have, as far as I'm aware anyway, prior history with.
Yeah, the chemistry.
And I think that's just going to take longer to figure out for Loud. And that was always the problem, actually. Not just for them, but for Brazil in general, isn't it? Is finding where this new crop of callers is going to come from.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle. That's why last year they brought in Robbie BK. But they've gone in a different direction this time. And it is difficult for it.
Yeah. Feels like death from 1,000 cuts, really. Not having that depth for it. Timotino gets a bit of information gathered. Pulled back. A lot of aggro showers played by Thieves. Drone needs to be dealt with. It's not, so Cry will actually this time heal his way back towards that rendezvous. So one of the first times that Loud have been able to successfully take a bit of control, push and find where Cryo was playing.
At the same time, Vora, look at that Trailblazer. Full clears out sand, so they're pretty confident it's not a real B hit, which means they can keep 3 players stacked on A. Now, what we're looking at, I think the plan for Loud is to go through the teleporter, but maybe Pancada will drag these players back to B. At the moment, though, feels like 100 Thieves actually have a pretty good read. I don't think Pancada's hitting B anytime soon, just with these 3. It would be weird to leave Kalanzine and Luxio completely on the other side of the map.
There's other issues arising, though, as well. The fact that Loud aren't really doing much posturing, it means that 100 Thieves have tons of util to delay. Salva's going to be sent out as well over towards that B site, but Cryo is still sidestepping most of it, locking down the angles. They're looking like they want to TP.
30 seconds left.
My update teleport.
Grab the orb, you have 27 seconds left, and now you're making a move towards it. Dimensional Drift is going to be offloaded. Vora is the only one home. Over a strike. Just off this contact. Over a strike goes either way here with a salvo. What a shot by Luxio. Verdi forwards as well, stepping into the fights, and time pressure.
10 seconds left.
Water of a ducks back there. Loud have found all the picks they needed. They know what Bang's been up to. The shots go missing, but there shouldn't be too much more danger here.
Another fantastic performance from Luxio in this round. Timotino actually just missed the timing a little bit. I think overall, 100 Thieves had the read that that was very likely to end with a Showers TP, but when Timotino pushes out the short smoke and doesn't see anything, I think he probably overrides the call there and says, it's got to be a B finish, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
But he just walked past Luxio, who then was able to come back in and collect easy cleanup kills. 11 and 5. He's almost got the same amount of kills as the rest of his team combined.
We know the caliber of player that he is, and we were hoping that he would take over a little bit on a map like this, but it's essentially been necessary for Loud to get anything going. Not a spot that you want to be pressed into. Cryo, tour de force, got the line down, deep into Showers. All that aggro play, you can see that Loud are holding it very passively. I mean, Kawazine, he doesn't want to overstep too much, because has been very active in terms of the way 100 Thieves are playing. Salvos, it's a pocket playing. Vora's got his feet laid down, but this is dangerous now. He's very much alone!
Spike down, B.
I spoke too soon, perhaps, I think. A lot of damage there. Didn't even need the shot to the head, but it's crispy. It looks nice, it looks clean.
And that's the spike drop right in front of where Vora's playing.
Okay.
The jump peak from Loud was too early.
Yeah.
And they weren't expecting Vora to be tucked on such a deep line. Which is weird, because 100 Thieves have been playing doubled up at Garden every round.
Last player standing.
Shin.
Pure timing through the smoke. Very ambitious from Luxio, but what else are you supposed to do?
30 seconds left.
Spotting out where Kawazine is. No reason to overplay here, but a spam supplementary, push him away. Don't give him any chances here. 7th round now for 100 Thieves. Racking them up. Similar story to Pearl. I was hoping it wouldn't be the case.
10 seconds left.
I was hoping that we would see a little bit more depth, I think, just...
Yeah, they're struggling. I think depth is the right term, because their Breeze, which they picked as the opener here, looking pretty nice. Had a lot of good ideas about how they wanted to set Verti up. He was absolutely thriving. Here, though, I mean, you can just see in the way that they're taking B long and Garden control, they don't really have a good idea of, you know, if they put that Tejo salvo down, of course it's going to push someone into a deep corner if they're there, and yet they don't actually clear it. They jump peek for an angle that they've already cleared with the Tejo utility. So the theory is looking shallow, let's say, across a lot of the maps here for Loud. And maybe that'll just get worked on as the season goes on. It is still, you know, early doors.
Yeah, it's very early days.
But when you compare it to the other teams, when you compare it to 100 Thieves, there is just a bit more depth there.
Yeah. Well, Hook control has been given up. Birdie looking like that's his time to strike, and it has put a bit of a pinch on. Vora caught. He's blissfully unaware, nearsighted. A lot of damage, a lot of util sent flying over. Bang still claims a second. Convergent paths. It was offloaded, slowing down these players. Cimatino's taking his time with it, but sidestepped. Rattling off the shots, it goes either way. Verdi's picked up 3 in a round like this.
One
What
enemy
they
remaining.
needed, but Asuna slips it again.
They were so worried about this smoke.
Finds the pocket to play in. Darker tapping, hoping that he can draw some of these 100 Thieves players out into the open, but he's left guessing. Look at it. Crosser placement is everywhere. Doesn't know where they might be. Landed and committed though. Asuna's forwards, and even though he's low, one bullet would have done him. Still brings down Darker. Shot straight to the cranium.
That duo again. Asuna does a great job here. I love that smoke. It's a great smoke. Threatens that you could be walking into backside.
No more doubts. We're ready.
And Loud are petrified of it. Walked inside of it with both players, and Asuna got a timer to walk out elbow. Big credit to Bang as well for somehow getting 2 in this situation. No idea how Loud didn't deal with him earlier. He was caught dead to rights. But it's a 7th on the board. I kind of like the pace increase. And the fact that they went through hookah, which generally has been ignored by Loud. It was a good change-up.
I mean, that should give you a bit of an indicator, surely, of what to press further, but they're not moving there. Bit of a bait and switch. Not a bit of it, is a bait and switch. I mean, Cryo's forward. Luke Show. Uh-oh. He has spotted both of them, though, so disjointed a lot of that play going on. Cimatino has the refract spots 2 players. Back to the box.
Going for a silent jump peek here as well. If he does catch Pancada, it'll give them an idea of what's going on. Yep. And now he knows that they're regathering.
Oh.
Cryo goes for the peek on the other side. Crosshair's trained on the right-hand side. Cryo peeks from the left.
Yeah, as soon as he gets that kill, smoke drop down.
And as soon as they get the info, Bang pushes out.
Oh.
It's just, it's textbook from 100 Thieves. They look great on this map, but they're playing Loud like a fiddle.
And this is what we're talking about with depth. When we use that word, it's a bit vague, but this is exactly it. All the right moves being made, layers on top of it. One play goes miss. Right in your face, but again, Cryo is hello. Backs towards him. Verdi's there. He does claim the kill onto Cimatino. Asuna though wants to play inside that one, doesn't he? With that shorty. This is just, I mean, you're picking up a part of this stage of the game, playing with your food almost of your 100 Thieves. 9-2.
Last round before the switch.
It has not been close.
No, it is very much, I guess technically it is closer than Pearl, because Pearl it was only the pistol round, and then it was 10 in a row, every single rifle round going the way of 100 Thieves. But the actual scoreline could be identical. It feels like we're headed for a 10-2.
Enemy remaining.
Boom, 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 boom. Just running and gunning, bro. Accidents will happen.
I like that. It's a good slogan.
Yeah.
It sums up the way that he plays.
It really does.
Who's
yeah.
next?
Loves a bit of running and gunning. Pace increase for Loud. Making moves towards it. Verdi should get a clearance now out towards South. Hold on. Yeah, spot it. And that refract when it gets pulled back. It needs to be defended. Oh, Cimatino's even just gone down anyway. Hell of a shot by Pancada to manage all of that. Asuna's the one who's in a bit of a pinch. Tries to smoke and just play into the corner.
Just trying to hide.
And these players being caught though. Darker out into the open, not anticipating that they could have worked their way forwards.
No.
Cryo! No chance.
It's okay. Loud has still got a pit down.
Yeah.
It's not possible to lose this round.
No, not at all, right? Players have got shorties out, time's ticking away.
Hello.
It should play towards their favor. Okay. Found it now, the decay's there. Snake bite forwards, and that's another kill for it, but time surely at this point has been played. With that snake bite, the decay out of the grasp of Cryo. 3 rounds for Loud. That's what they've got to work with.
Well, the pace increase finally works there. They change it up, send it down, get the ults flowing, and it's a 3rd round on the board. But we've already seen how good 100 Thieves are at comboing this waylay. Util to be able to generate picks on the attack side. It is going to be a tough road back for Loud in this second half.
Definitely is, yeah. Like you said, we know how good they are. We'll see moving into that second half what they've got up their sleeves for now, though. Loud, they got a few smiles to say drift into it, but it's all or nothing at this point.
Kills. What more can you actually ask of this guy? But he's a certified star. Unfortunately, he's just never quite had the team around him to be able to get wins on the board despite his excellent performances.
Stimming fast. Flash forwards, Timotino gets a bit of information there. He does have the shorty. Prowler's also going to be caught onto him.
Yeah, that's way more resistance in hookah than they were expecting.
Yeah, there's a gun in the corner for him to pick up as well, so he does have a classic. Not going to be just isolated onto those close quarter angles, but 100 Thieves have gotten a lot of space for free here. All will be long.
They don't have their duelist with them, though.
Here.
So they're not going to be able to pop out. The pistol round that they intended to win has had to be cancelled at this point. And Loud haven't heard anything over towards A, so they're going to have a really strong defense on this side of the map.
Yeah, a lot of util too. Push them back and away. Salvos are there. Drop down, but as that smoke fades away, it gives open sight lines. The C's does connect and stall it out a little bit longer. The Mort needs to be broken and dealt with. Timotino is dashed in. He's found himself a bit of that space in the pocket. Darker is doing the most here. Towards the back, Cryo tries to even it out, but Loud had it in their hands there. Made sure not to drop it.
The hookah resistance slowed down what 100 Thieves were going for and made it really obvious. I think clearly 100 Thieves wanted that to be a B finish. They clearly wanted Timotino to be launching his way out of hookah. And as soon as you see the Waylay pop the refract like that, at the very start of the round, I think the calling was simplified dramatically for Loud. The stack bodies on the B site, set up some crossfires, and they easily dismissed that. If there was a route back into this game, that would be the beginning.
Yeah, starts with a pistol. Cryo's a bit of a danger though with those headhunter bullets.
Verti was a beast on the defensive breeze.
He was.
He's lost a teammate.
He has, yeah, now smoked off from that line of sight.
Hello, hello.
What's going on there?
Timotino got down here very quickly.
Yeah, he's found that massive gap.
I assume that was just silently behind the Viper wall. It's possible that Timotino went for a dash and I missed it on the minimap, but I'm going to assume this was quiet because Pancada doesn't seem to be aware of it.
No. Lack of focus.
He's watching a little bit. He seems to have some idea that there could be a timing through lamps.
Trauma is going to be leading the way. Pancada very passive in his positioning.
Here comes Timotino up behind him.
And this is the danger lurking. Doesn't have a molly either to play with. And there he is. Timotino activating. Hands over a gun.
Does he? Or is Verti covering it?
Might be covered. Verti's there though. And yeah, okay, with the outlaw.
Find you.
Swift work made of Timotino. But you're down 3 players. The plan is down. And you're trying to get back into this fight with a Judge, Stinger, Outlaw.
Bring them down.
And Util is primed and ready for a rainy day. Luke showed how he just leaps in, takes it by control, and order kills claimed. Hold on.
Should be
safe, should be safe.
Yeah, Luke Show's got plenty of HP to tank this snake bite. Incredible bandit gameplay there towards the end.
Yeah.
All good. Plenty of time on the clock here for Verti to come and collect. He's the closest to getting an ult online. So they want to try to prioritize that.
Yeah, still thinking about how to stretch out his win cons.
Yeah, because they need to generate a pretty big snowball here, which is still tough on your defense side as well. Luke Shaw jumping into that and then shuts down the long players, or the short players, sorry, with his bandit. Had to be the star player. He's asked so much of in this team.
Yeah, 15 and 9.
He's delivering, but they're going to need more. Much more where that came from.
So money looking good at this point for 100 Thieves, obviously.
The Judge is quite a nice ante to the idea that Timotino is going to be jumping into your face.
Sure.
Even if he lands the hinder.
You fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Shotgun v shotgun.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a Vandal this round, but...
Hello. Yeah, okay. I thought it was just pushed out in the open, panicking a little bit. It was calm to him in time to try and get out of there, but...
Yeah.
Well played. It's a good play to cook up and generate a pick.
Yeah, definitely.
This time much more mindful of that short avenue. That's what they lost track of in the prior round. The only issue is they have lost showers. Cryo has all that space for himself.
If that orb goes back up, they could end up double swinging into Kawanzine. Timotino's making his way back over here, having broken the Tejo drone and given some fake presence on me.
Cryo activates, he's found his way in. Sliders the pockets to play in, and the rest of his team, they jump straight into the fight. Not willing to lay all the glory at the hands of Cryo, but he might just take it anyway.
30 seconds left.
a good start for Loud, but
planted.
Yeah.
100 Thieves with a great idea of how they wanted to capitalize on a small mistake there.
Cryo was so
Last
fast.
player
Making sure that he
standing.
took advantage of the fact that the Prowler didn't clear him.
Yeah, killer instinct, isn't
Yeah.
it? I think Luke Shaw could try to keep this gun. You wouldn't usually want to, right? Because he's got the money to be able to buy in the next.
Yeah.
And maybe he won't, but I actually think the Judge could rip against 100 Thieves in the way they play.
It's not the worst weapon, especially on bind.
Maybe you wouldn't want to give it to Luke Shaw, in fairness, because the guy's aim is spectacular. But I could definitely see dropping that over to somebody that wants to play B long.
Yeah.
And you just invite Timotino to dash into you. I mean, all good. He can die here and they can just rebuy one if they want, the Judge.
Yeah. Wanting to go down, ensuring that they don't give up. I mean, one of the scariest prospects I think of playing against 100 Thieves on bind is how to use their ultimates.
Getting tired is optional.
Cooking up a lot of good plans around it. They're coming close to a couple of crucial ones.
Yeah, thus far we haven't actually seen much of the Waylay tech that
Enemy remaining.
was demonstrated against Leviathan. They really used a lot of the playbook during that game. But there's still time in the attack half. Up 10-5.
Yeah.
30 going for the glass cannon op. Looks like we might see a clash over here towards Showers.
See how he takes it. Flash. Straight through the gap on the high ground, and it just buys the slightest of margins, the tiniest of time for Cryo to post himself up
There.
and hit a shot like that.
And if Cryo's got an op, that's a fairly easy kill. But
Yeah, with the
with the
rifle.
Vandal,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be really precise in that moment, but of course he is. Anytime you can get Cryo on chamber, it's a great meta for 100 Thieves.
It's a triple high-low. Looks like it.
High, medium, low.
Yeah.
Like
Matching the kickoff bracket.
Like our kickoff bracket TM.
They just generate a pick and now they let it stew in the back of Loud's heads. Now, there's danger in buying out the time like this, but
Well, especially if Loud are willing to get active like this.
walking out.
Launching smoke.
They're going to push up to the chamber trip, though.
Flash in. That's a good kill to be claimed, but he does. I mean, Kamasin's hard committed in a spot like that. Instantly traded. Carter. Oh, there it is.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
They were doing a lot of that again against Leviathan.
they were.
And Vora drives a spike into the ground for a 3v2.
Trailblazer for that extra info. Could be a timing to take. Show recognizing it. Jumps on a chance there with Cryo gone. 2v2 now. Playing his partner in. I'm guessing as to where the players go.
One enemy
Has a bit of an
remaining.
inclination.
Last
Vora can't control the aim. Darker finds the target. The kill that they desperately needed.
Small adjustment in this round. If Asuna had gone for the plant instead of Vora, he would have had orbital strike online. And then I think that round is just checkmated.
Yeah.
Because Asuna can escape over towards short, and then how on earth are you pulling off the retake? 6 shots, though. I mean, this one was great to open, but my comment was more aimed towards the retake, towards the end.
Yeah.
Loud digging deep for that.
Last player standing.
Certainly were.
That round means
How much
everything.
it means? Yeah, it's a lot, really. Anything to stave
lifeline.
off and hopefully bring it a little bit more even in terms of the round differential.
And getting Darker up there as well, that's an important 1v1 to finish with. You get confidence. He was getting wrecked on Pearl, remember?
Yeah.
And he's a rookie player. 1 away from his ult now. Could be a game changer if he's able to get a pick in the middle of this round.
A lot of ults
Asuna-
starting to come online.
Yeah, Asuna's orbital strike. Remember that Timotino was comboing that so effectively.
Dangerous. There it is. Flash is perfect. Trying to find it. Didn't let loose the saturate. He pulled it back. So, no orbital strike combo this time. That sightline, though. Cryo is all the way inserted. The shots go wide.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did he not see Darker there on the elbow exec, or maybe worried about getting killed? But that felt like an opportunity for the saturate orbital strike combo.
Just these wait out the timing of this drone. Means a stack of Loud players are still over towards A, not realizing that 100 Thieves are grouped up. Jump spotting towards the back. There's going to be some util help for this one to try and slow them down. Snake bites. It's a little bit too far forwards. He almost tried to get them in. It's all gone wrong.
How have they not killed Timotino there?
Oh, it's all gone wrong. Timotino,
He was team
30
blinded.
seconds left.
5 HP. Still alive, still kicking. Heal online too, so he's going to be topped back up to 100.
Oh, that is a disaster for Loud. They can't afford those.
It really is. It's aligned with the util. Luke Show's going to try and make it up to the rest of his team. Util's flying forwards, and Asuna just approaching back onto that line. Dimensional Drift is going to give you the information. Verdi picks up the gun.
Yeah, but they're mollied out. The rest of his team can't get
no
in.
one can follow up onto this one. He might be able to at least get himself into the back of the site. So, Lane claims some of it. Flash forward, trying to play himself in, but Timatino is not blinded up. Happy to just absorb up a lot of that pressure going their way. At this point, it's curtains for a round like this. 100 Thieves, they get themselves up to 11.
Just when Loud thought they had an opportunity back into this game, it's been ripped away from them.
Yeah.
By winning the previous round, they reset their loss bonus, and what's going on here? I mean, yeah, he did spot Darker for a moment. Oh, he just drops off the box. Oh man, look at that from Timatino's perspective. Fully blinded up by his own team's flash, and then just sat there wondering, surely I'm dead. When am I gonna die?
Man.
Oh wait, I'm alive. The reset of the loss bonus is just devastating there for them.
Yeah.
Whereas you're looking at the other side and they'd be chilling. I mean, even if they lose this one, Cryo's got his ult, so good rebuy. And he's got the Outlaw this round.
Yeah, he's just been tracking the money.
Helps him save a little bit. Every penny counts.
Thieves willing to let this one slow down, at least at the beginning of this round, because again, they're just trying to fish out where there could be a stack of players. If there's an aggro play, buy your time, walk all the way up. A lot of space given for free.
They were doing this constantly in their previous game.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare to deal with.
Shower's still occupied. I think they've got a bit of knowledge that that's the case. Flat down for no push back, and Pancada has inserted himself there towards the back of the site.
Your trail.
Claims the kill onto Asuna. Bang could potentially reactivate now with his Seekers pointing a path forwards, but Kamasine is aware of it, just can't quite nail those shots.
Last player standing.
Molly's going to sail overhead, but it's desperation essentially in play, and Vora just takes over. 12 rounds now. All 100 Thieves need is one more.
Match point.
And on the flip side, 6 needed in a row for Loud. They do have the ults. I mean, this would be it's a massively important round. But also, in the back of your head, you are thinking, well, if we use all of our ults here, we're going to be in a bit of a tough spot.
Nothing to bring into OT.
It's almost the opposite of the situation I was talking about on Pearl, where you do need to keep maybe one in your back pocket just so that you could continue rolling forwards.
Yeah.
If you do win this round, Luke will have an opportunity to use his pit, and maybe he could generate something off that, but one mistake and it is over for Loud.
For posturing like there's more players over towards Shower's angle. Cryo insert himself. He shoulder peeking out, I should say. So lucky that he isn't finished off in a spot like that. The smoke immediately going to be placed down to ensure that he can't take that space again.
And in the previous round, that contact all the way down short was a massive problem for Loud.
Dashing. Oh my god, the danger zone is there. There was no coverage for Luke Show. Tried to do it, but Timatino was rapid.
And in a split second decides between using the shorty or going for the saturate. Realizes he's got the kill.
Yeah.
No need for any follow-up.
I mean, when Darker's using a drone that close to the corner,
Yeah.
Timatino just takes the right play, really. And with a pick like that, Loud desperation mounting in their heads, because this is them potentially sailing down to the lowest of brackets that we've got in Kickoff. Fight Verdi, he's got to step up. Cryo and Timatino crack it wide open. Side is theirs now.
30 seconds left.
Seeing this one, orbital strike to clear a bit of space in through Hookah.
Smoke's down.
Through lamps, I should say.
Timatino's still got his ult online as well. Luke and Pancada with the world on their shoulders.
Yeah. And I've got to do it all from a spot like this. Difficult. Poking out, spotted where Cryo is, but there is too much to account for. Conversion paths slows it down. Approach found. Time is ticking though, and Loud are running out of it.
One enemy remaining.
Sand drifting out of an hourglass, and 100 Thieves find it all in the end. 13 to 6.
Win.
Hell of a finish. Clean sweep towards the tail end of those last two maps. They find